The 2-1 pitch. There's a fly ball hit out to left. Waiting is Jones. The Mets are the world champions. Gary Koosman. Got him.
A drive to right. Back to Georgia. Gone. A grand slam. Hits into deep left center. 13 big. Mets win game 3. One swing could win it for New York. He whips it to deep right. The ball is out of here! Out of here! The Mets win the ball game! Beltran with a walk. Fly ball to left. Right at the wall. The Captains going deep 2-1. The 2-1. Lindor towards right center field. This one is back. It is gone! Grand slam! And Lindor puts the Mets on top. The biggest swing of the season for New York. What is New York going to get out of this guy? Their captain, David Wright.
This is probably one of the proudest days of my career so far, to be on that short list of guys that have been considered captain of this franchise.
David Wright does it for the first time. His first major league home run.
For me, a dream come true.
Oh, David Wright! What a play! Let's win it! The Captains going deep.
Blow. What up, everybody? What up? What is going on? What is going on? Welcome to another live episode of the 7 Express podcast. I am your host, David, with my other host, Chris and AP. What up, fellas?
What up? Just watching those videos, man. Like,
goosebumps, boys.
Yeah, those are some really live moments, man.
The only thing you can say, goosebumps.
Yeah, man. That's how I felt when I saw Lindor's grand slam. That's one I will never forget, man. I will never forget that one. Yeah, man. Before we get into what we really want to talk about, we just want to show our appreciation and love to the captain himself, David Wright. It was announced a couple of days ago that he will be getting his number 5 retired, and he will be inducted into the Mets Hall of Fame on July 19th, 2025, excuse me. That's a special moment for me. I know it's obviously a special moment for you guys, but it's a special moment for me because that was a childhood player that I grew up watching. And then obviously from what happened with him with his back injuries and him not being able to really stay on the field consistently, and him having a special moment in 2015, having that one last moment before he officially couldn't really play anymore, and then had to call it quits in 2018. So for it to come full circle and have that moment where he's getting his number retired, he's going into the Hall of Fame, and he gets to really share something special with all of us, I think it's something that I'm excited for. I can't wait to be at the game. I think the energy is gonna be super packed because I think it's something that he really truly deserves. How do you guys feel about this momentous occasion happening?
I mean, it's just David Wright. He's the captain. Like this guy, man. If it wasn't for his injuries, man, I would have loved to see how far he would have taken this with his career and everything. Like it's unfortunate, like what happened to him. It sucks. Injuries happen in the game. It sucks that it happened to him, but man, this guy was a gamer, bro. This guy was a gamer. That's the definition of gamer right there, bro. Like since day one. I remember his debut. I remember when I was playing baseball myself at the time. So I remember when there was this prospect there, and it was like we always spoke about it and everything. But at that time, remember, it's not like now. Now you know about prospects more than back then. Back then, you just hear about them in the back of the paper and you didn't care about it. But everybody spoke about this guy. And since day one, when I saw this guy hit that home run, his first hit I remember was at Shea. And then I remember when he hit his first home run in Montreal, I was like, yo, this dude is gonna be a problem. And he showed it. I mean, my respects to him, and that number five is gonna be retired, and add another one to the books. That's well appreciated, man. I mean, well deserved, man.
It's crazy. You were
JP.
talking about that, and like I was just thinking about all the highlights that I remember, like him coming up, like even before that, the rumors of him coming up, and then like the Mets talking about moving Ty Wigginton and like
Hmm.
moving him off third base, and Ty wasn't a bad player. Like it was just we had this guy coming up, and he was just like killing it down in the minor leagues. Like just thinking about all the amazing things that he did. That dive in San Diego where he caught the ball
Oh,
one-handed is something that like I still see like in highlights till this day. And me personally, one of the dopest moments I had with being at the ballpark for a game that David Wright played in. I was there when he made that hit that went over Johnny Damon's head to cap off that win
oh,
against
to
the Yankees in
Mariano.
the Subway Series. Like I was like, yo, that was a game. That was a game because we
Mhm.
were down early and all these Yankee fans were talking a bunch of crap. And then when we went off that, I was like, yeah, you guys can go home. Back to the Bronx you go. So I don't know.
Yeah.
It was David Wright was the personification of a professional. Like you never heard nothing about that man off the field. Like he always led by example, whether it was throwing Syndergaard's lunch in the trash or just making sure that, like he was always constantly like holding the Mets down through some really rough
Dog
years.
shit,
But
yes.
that dude bled orange and blue, and he deserves his day in the sun. So salute to you, number 5.
What do you guys think his career could have been if he didn't get hurt? Because honestly, I think
Mm.
Oof, I
we talk
mean,
Hall of
about
Fame. Hall of Fame.
it
yeah,
was Hall of Fame numbers. It was Hall of Fame numbers. If you look at it,
Yep.
it was Hall
right.
of Fame trajectory. Man, this guy hit 30-30 for like 3 years, right? If I'm not mistaken. He hit
Yeah,
30-30 for three
he
years.
had some amazing numbers. He was a Gold Glover too, right? He won like 2 Gold Gloves.
I
Yes,
believe so.
Yeah,
yes, I
two Gold
believe
Gloves.
so. Yes.
Like he had it all. Like it just sucks that he didn't get to play due to his back because I think the guy really was an amazing talent that we ended up having come up our farm system, which is not something that you see. Like you don't
Hmm.
really see the Mets develop like those type of players, and for him to be a homegrown Met and play his whole career here, just man, what could have been? What could have been?
Yeah. How dope would it have been if him obviously getting his number retired and him going into the Hall of Fame, and then Jose Reyes kind of following that trajectory.
Man, they
That
both should
that's
have. They
that.
should have both been Mets
They,
for life. Like I
exactly.
cannot tell you how much I dislike the Wilpons for that, but that's a story for another day. I don't know. Like I think that it's like the story of like I guess you could always say with the Mets so far, it's like what could have been in the last
Right.
40 years, right? What could have been? Um, even in 2015, that home run that he hit in the World Series, like that
Right.
that
Oh
is
yeah.
just like man, like if there was anybody that
And
could have
and you
rallied
can
him,
and you kind of knew it was the final straw right there. Like it was the final
man.
David Wright moment at that time because you could just tell like he was going through it.
Yeah, he
Remember
So
was
that
I
like
whole
have
it was
year?
like an hour and a half
Yeah,
or something like warming up just to get on the field.
right.
that whole
So
year. Remember, he spent most of the year out, and then when he came back in Philly in the first swing home
He hit a
run,
home
oh
run.
my! That's the
and
That
game that the
Gary
Mets
Cohen
lost.
call when he said he
Yeah,
introduces himself
came back
back
with
into the
thunder.
lineup with
with
thunder.
Thunder,
Yo, that
that
still
that
gives me goosebumps. That
Oh,
call right
I
there.
mean, even you talk about a guy that is just coming off that type of injury and the bat speed to on that with on that home run, it's crazy. Like I would have thought, when it comes to trying to regain bat speed, it takes you a while because you really haven't seen live pitching like that. In spring training they see it, but in spring training they're not facing 95, 100, 93, 94, 95 like that consistently. And mind you, he wasn't playing
Bro.
the entire game when he was down there in the minors trying to rehab. It was maybe 2-3 innings and then he was done. So to come up there and then on the first at bat, first of all, the bat, like I said, the bat speed that he had, and then to be able to hit it second deck and hit a bomb like that, like it just shows you the type of player that he is.
Yo, that's the game that the Mets went up. They hit like 8 home runs that game.
Yeah,
Cespedes hit like 2.
yeah,
No, Cespedes hit the last one.
yeah.
Wilmer Flores hit 2.
Yes. And we were actually losing that game. Remember, we were down like 7-1.
Yeah,
and
we're
they
going
came
back
back.
and forth, back and forth.
Yeah.
Citizens Bank Park. That's one of those games, you know.
I do have one last question with this whole they were right thing, and we'll move on. If you guys were in the Wilpons position and you had to keep either David Wright or Jose Reyes based on what they did, who would you have? You have to choose one. You got to choose one. Who would it be?
Man, AP, you go for it. I gotta say.
If I had to choose between David Wright or Jose Reyes,
Bad time, bro.
Yes.
You
Oh,
shit for that, bro.
I mean, Jose Reyes was always my favorite player. So like,
Okay.
I just feel like that's
Yeah.
like I was always gonna side with him. Like I felt like Citi Field was built for him. So I feel like that was such a like it was so stupid to let him go because he was the prototypical leadoff hitter, stole bases, like did everything. He would have hit you like a billion doubles. I just felt like that state and triples. Are you kidding me? In Citi Field, he was built for that stadium. Like he would, and I think David Wright in Citi Field lost a lot of power because they had a lot of stupid dimensions that made no sense. So like if you built a ballpark for a guy that's gonna be like a speed demon on the bases, then why did you let him go?
Right, Chris.
I mean, I gotta agree with AP. Nothing against David Wright, nothing, but it's the ballpark, bro. Like that ballpark was set up to put right-handed hitters failures. And when remember the way Citi Field was built first, it looks so huge. Like it looked out of this world, bro.
And he hit the
really
first home run. Do you remember that?
hit
He
the
hit the
yeah.
first Met home run for the Mets
And
on that
I'm
one
pretty
to tie it
sure,
against the
AP,
Padres.
he broke his back on that one because he had to put a lot of ump.
He had to crack the wall over there,
So
the
if you
Great
think
Wall
about
of Flushing.
Flushing, they called it, yeah. And so if you think about it, it's true AP said the stadium was built for a speed demon. And the fact that the Mets built a stadium like that and then they let the guy walk and let these guys like then they realized they made the mistake and then little by little they had to change the dimensions.
Yeah, the dimensions had to be like changed. They even had like the wrong color scheme. Like everybody's like, "What
Yeah.
is this?" Like it made no sense. Like I don't know. I don't know what the Wilpons were doing.
But if you tell me nothing against right or nothing, but I think I would have gone with Reyes at the time.
I'm gonna clip this and I'm gonna show it to him and be like, what do you think of this? And I'm gonna do like a compilation.
So, if you get to talk to him, can you give me a signed ball? Because like that, he's always been my favorite player.
I got you. Yeah. If I get to see him, you know, motherfuckers be ghosting at the time.
Yeah.
So,
there's no wrong that like I remember being with an ex at the time, and I think we were going on vacation or something, and I remember being like, yo, I'm going on my way to find Jose Reyes in Miami and like bringing him back. Like I was so tight. I couldn't believe that the Mets. Yo, you're bringing up bad memories. This is about baseball, Mets classics. I'm still mad. I'm still, and the fact that he's okay. Like this is why I'm happy that Jose got to come back and at least get like his time a little bit with the Mets. But he was an unsung Met in a lot of ways because he represented us, right? He represented the Dominican people here that love baseball. He played with a lot of passion. He played with a lot of heart. A lot of people didn't understand that. We got it though.
Right.
We understood why he played the way that he did. We loved everything about it.
Listen, but I'll say this:
every time that man went on the field, he represented our island. I still to this day, and this is a true story, I feel like a jackass for this, but Jose Reyes led off a game. I think it was against the Giants. He led off, I'm not sure, but he led off a game. This is at O'Shea Stadium. You only had a little bit of room on the right field, right outfield, right? And I was sitting down. I had just sat down. I have like my food on my lap, whatever. Jose's leading off. He smacks the ball, and I'm like, yo, that looks like it's gonna be a home run. I was like, oh man, that's coming to me. I'm like, and I had to make a decision at that point because the ball, okay, two things. I don't got no glove. I got food and a soda, whatever. And I'm like, yo, I'm not gonna really try to break my hand trying to catch that because Jose, when he caught it, like he hit the crap out of that ball. Like he hit that like with all his might. So I literally was like, all right, I'm gonna duck because I'm not gonna try to catch this. I was like, I'm gonna try to save my life and my food. I just paid $20. I'm like, yo, I go like this. The ball goes bang. It goes like right behind, and it bounced over. And I was like, and I was like, yo, you're such a dummy. And like my friend that came with me, he's like diving over the thing trying to catch it. Like somebody else got it. And then like to this day, I was like, yo, I should have just broke my hand and tried to catch that thing. I don't know what I was thinking.
Put your body
like
on
my burger, I could have thrown that away. Like, but yeah, that's me.
It's one of the, I mean,
no, I'll say this though. David Wright and Jose Reyes, they were A and B right there, bro. Like that was a great left side of the field, bro. And I'm grateful that I watched it, bro. I'm grateful that I watched it.
Oh yeah,
Same.
thankful for those baseball memories. I'm very thankful for
that. Shout out to the 63 that's in here. We appreciate y'all. Shout out to our guy Keith, man. He says AP got that brand new fitted. Like you could tell,
it just looks brand new because I don't really wear anything.
It still has the sticker, bro.
I just be having things in the closet. I don't wear them. I'm an idiot.
Keith.
Yeah, no, on my teacher's
don't be fooled. Don't be fooled, Keith. Don't be fooled. But I mean, he said you got Gucci frame, so you technically got money.
Why you playing? These are Fuji.
Fuji. He got those in downtown.
downtown Flushing.
Yo, go tell your friends if they're not doing on a Friday night to come talk about the Mets.
He says Wright is the only white man I should have cheered for. I mean, hey, that could change though. That could change though. It depends what Clay Holmes does this year. Clay Holmes ends up getting himself a Cy Young award.
You're gonna start crying. You're gonna cry for Clay Holmes. Yo, put that on the shirt. Cry for Clay. Cry for Clay.
That should be the new hashtag.
Well, if you get Clay wet, does it harden? I don't know. All right, whatever. Enough about
AP.
Wow.
Whoa.
Paul,
not a space AP.
It's not a space.
He forgets. He puts a hat on and he's not.
I mean, if I take this hat off, it looks like I'm 50. So like I had to put it on. Like I feel like I'm like the only way I'm even awake at this moment is to do this. Like if it wasn't for that, I'd be like looking. Well, my mom's watching some enamorado shit, and I'm like, all right, there's no Mets baseball.
I know the show.
The next thing that I wanted to pivot to, and before we get into the classics, I have to talk about it because it's kind of been buzzing the last couple hours.
Wait, the 7-day theory, or you're talking about?
Oh no!
It kind of has to do with it. It kind of has to do with it, though.
Yeah,
3 years and we're gonna make Monopoly money. Like, oh, okay, we're going there.
Supposedly, according to what was said out there from Jim Duquette, he said that the Mets had offered Pete Alonso and Scott Boras had offered
Will Salmon backed up,
confirmed
it. Up Jim Duquette. Yeah, he confirmed it. Yeah.
So it is.
Shout out to the boy Will Salmon.
Shout out to Will Salmon.
What do you got? Shout out to Will Salmon, by the way. Appreciate you joining the Queens baseball space the other day. That was dope. What do you guys think of this of this turnaround where Pete is going back and he's giving the Mets an offer? And what do you think the money is? Because they only announced that it was a 3-year deal. They didn't say nothing about the money. So what do you think in terms of the money factor it could possibly be?
I mean, I'll go first, Chris, if you don't mind. Like on this one, the way that I look at it is he wants to be a Met. We all know he wants to be a Met. His grandfather was Queens royalty, apparently. He made a whole thing about it. He wants to stay in Queens. And look, I appreciate somebody that has loyalty to the team, so I'm not gonna crap on that. I think the issue that I have with all this is that it feels like a Scott Boras ploy. Like, how are you now putting it out there for the whole world to hear? We're coming only to the Mets. and giving them this 3-year thing.
Only
Like
they
he's
get
coming
that.
off like it's coming off like they're doing us a favor. Like we're coming only to you, and I'm saying it like I'm Hulk Hogan because it sounds like it's wrestling. I'm coming only to you, brother. Like I'm like, all right, man, all right, calm down. You're not coming. You're not coming to us because you're doing us a favor. You're doing this because you got played and you played yourself. The 3 years that you're giving us, it's not like you're all like you're trying to give us a discount. You're trying
Right.
to go 3 years, and I'm hearing some astronomical 40 million or whatever. And then you have people like, look, I'm a big Evan Roberts fan. I think that he's a smart dude, and like I listen to him, but I don't think that I agree with just saying it's 3 years and give him whatever, because that's not how that works. Like I have an analogy that I think everybody could relate to. You have $2 and you have a 50-cent soda. You're not going to go to the store and pay $2 for a 50-cent soda. You're not
That's
going to
true.
be happy about doing that. You're probably going to go to another store because even if you have the $2, you know what it's worth. Nobody is going to give him $40 million. No one. So then why is that something that he feels that we should be like, well, thank you, Pete. Thank you for coming only to us to be like, you want $40 million when nobody in baseball as a first baseman is getting that much money. So I don't understand where he thinks that this is something that he's doing us a favor with, but I think that the Mets should come back and be like, all right, Pete, you're playing yourself, but we got you. We're going to meet you somewhere in the middle where it doesn't sound crazy. So how about this? We go 3 years, 105, 100 area. That way, we're not nuts. We don't look crazy, and you save a little face and you get the AV that you wanted. And I think that that's somewhere where we could kind of like go up a little bit, and he could go off to Boris, and like they both could be like, look at us, we got the best of first base, and throw a parade, because this is all this is. Boris loves to do this. He loves to put like shiny little trophies so he could put like the Pete Alonso bobblehead and then stick, he got the highest AV. That's all he wants. And like I
He
think
needs
that
to win something. That's
yeah, he
what
needs
it
to
needs.
win. And this is like I think that Boris has like a complex. Like I imagine Boris has to be like 5 foot nothing, because he almost has like a little man complex where he has to like always be accomplishing some shit. And like this is baseball and this is teams, and we're trying to like win. And all this man is caring about is like these little stupid little trophies that mean nothing. So, like, I think that we could both accomplish what we need by doing something like that. But if he's adamant about 120 million for 3 years or something like that, tell him to go kick rocks. That's how I feel.
Chris?
Well, me, since Keith is here, I gotta give Keith a shout out because I heard him the first one to say it. He's been clamoring this for years. 3 years and 90, that feels like it's a sweet spot, bro. And if you want to bring it up a little bit, 31 a year, 93, I think that's the number. Like, I don't see anything like you can't go anything above. I'm gonna be honest, I don't even think you could go anywhere above $32 million a year. Like, because we all know Vladdy's gonna shatter that. We know that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we know Scott Boras just wants that. What's the number that came out for Vladdy? 28.5, right?
Yeah.
Arbitration.
Arbitration.
28.
So that's
Arbitration.
the
Yeah.
That's the
Yeah.
record right now. That's the record right now. So Scott Boras, as an ego guy that he is, because he's very egotistic, he wants the record, at least for AAV for first baseman. So
Right.
you give Pete that little wiggle room that he's the record holder for at least a year, because next year Vladdy's gonna shatter that. We all know that. Yeah, we'll
Right.
be stupid enough to be like, oh, Vladdy's not gonna shatter it. Yeah, he's gonna. He just got 28.5. Come on. And if he puts another decent year, guess what? It's going up, and he's 26. So give little Pete a little bit of money now, be the record holder for a year, and we move it. We keep it moving. Because if AP's talking, if he really is talking about like 121, bro, I'm goodbye. That's all I gotta say. Goodbye. Like I love P and everything, but the market is what the market is. You gotta understand. Like at the end of the day, all these first basemen jump ship. All these jump first basemen jump ship. All these teams moved on quick. You know why? Because they were not playing that game. They were going for first base, a decent. They were going for whatever first baseman, basically. If you think about it, they were not going
Right.
to play this game with Pete like, oh, I'm the best first baseman available. I need a no. Nobody was playing that game. The only one playing that game is Scott Boras and Pete. Well, I gotta say, Pete. I blame both of them in this case, but Scott Boras is pulling the strings, and Pete Alonso. Let's be honest, he's our goofball, and he's just following Scott Boras' steps right now. But it feels like Scott Boras. I mean, it feels like Pete finally took the hand of the wheel and said, you know what, get me back to the Mets. That's what it feels like right now.
Right. Yeah. I mean,
Mhm.
listen, I've always said that if you got to move from him, move from him, and you can't wait for nobody. You can't. I don't think there's. I don't think they're in a situation where they can say, yeah, we have to bring him back. They don't have to bring him back. I think Met fans get in a situation where they look at it and they're like, oh, he's Pete Alonso. Look what he's done, and it's like, okay, you know what I mean? Like that. That's not something. To me, he has to. The Mets have to understand that they got options, and he has to understand where his market's at. If he doesn't understand where his market's at, then again, that's not our fault.
I'm
Not our
sorry.
fault.
I'm sorry to bring this up, but Atlanta moved on from Freddie Freeman.
Exactly.
That's all I gotta say, bro.
Exactly.
All I gotta say.
That's a good point. That's a good
Listen,
point.
and enough of this shit. Enough of this shit. Let's get to what we really here for. We are here to watch some Mets classics. Some nice Mets classic, guys. Like I said before,
Yeah.
this off season is
And I just want to
stalling.
know. I just want to let y'all know that Top is doing this free balling, so we don't know nothing. We're gonna watch this for the first time.
We don't even know what game we're gonna
So
see.
our
that-
You're like,
reaction-
yo,
our
was I
reaction
even
gonna be-
there? I don't even
You see,
know.
but
reaction's
that's
gonna be as usual.
that's the element of surprise,
That's the
though.
best part about it.
Yeah,
Should
that's
we
the
have
element of
revealed
surprise.
that? I don't even. All right.
I mean, listen.
No
Chris
secret?
said, yo, deja esa
It's like
vaina,
whatever.
¿sabes? Mira,
We
he
don't
said whatever.
we don't prepare for
He
this
said
shit.
whatever.
We just
Bro,
go out
we-
there and
bro,
just get on.
That's what makes us unique. That's what makes us unique.
Right, because nobody out here doing what we doing.
Nobody
So
out
let's
here
go
being
to the
crazy.
first one.
Oh
And I know
man,
y'all know this one.
Yo, hear that call right there.
this game hurts so much.
We talked at the beginning of this
Yo,
game
Fortune
about
wants
this
that guy.
potentially being an MVP showdown. For most of the night, it belonged to Pujols. The last shot belonged to Beltran. Well, 0 for 4 on the night and being very quiet, but gets the game-winning 2-run shot and says, hey, I'm a candidate too. And you talk about an emphatic jump on home plate. He's got hops. Wow.
I just want to say, yo, do you imagine if he would have jumped on home plate and would have twisted his ankle?
Bro.
I wasn't
broke
even
his
thinking
ankle.
about that. I was so
Like,
excited.
yo, bro.
I literally was
Kendrick
jumping myself.
Morales, right? Kendrick Morales, yeah, I know.
Yo, dog,
Kendrick Morales.
he jumped so high, and in my mind, I wasn't even thinking about the celebration. I was just thinking about.
I was wilding with them. But you know why this hurts? Because I was thinking about this moment, Game 7,
Oh,
and I was like, "Oh man, could he do it
he would have
again?"
done the same thing. Yeah, that's true. That's true. That is
He
so
did,
true.
and it's funny too is that he did hit. I think he had like 3 home runs in the entire.
He was killing it
No,
in that
that-
whole
it
series,
was-
but you know,
It was if you remember that, it was this guy Pools was going off that game. He had 2 home runs that game.
yeah, no, Pujols was killing. Pujols killed Glavin like this. Oh my god.
Then again, I think Pujols killed everybody in this fucking path.
I
That
still
brother-
one of Albert Pujols' greatest home runs was against Houston, where I heard the ball hit the wall. I was like,
bro.
holy crap.
That shit landed yesterday. You didn't tell you?
Yo, it's still hurting Houston. Houston hasn't recovered. Well, they won.
They still haven't found that ball. That's
That
the
ball
crazy
is part of the wall. Like that ball is still there.
That ball stuck. That's not even.
Brad
I've
Lidge.
never
Remember Brad
heard
Lidge?
a crowd get so quiet to the point where you hear the wall get hit. Like I was like, wow.
Yeah, the
Let's
trash can.
you know what though? This is the best part. Right, exactly. That it might have hit a trash can before they even brought it
That's
up.
where they got the idea from.
That's where they got the idea.
from.
Like if we made loud noises, like we can hit balls.
Oh, you heard that? Shit, that's a good idea.
That's what it is. Can
I
you
am.
imagine if the Mets were using trash cans, bro? Our
We would
shit
do
would have been
something. We would do something
Yo,
stupid and lose anyway.
I'm
What does the
be
trash
honest.
can mean? I don't even remember.
I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I wish we were using anything steroids, trash cans. Just
Give
to
me,
win a
give
World
me a
Series. That's
ring.
all I want, bro.
Give me a ring. That's
I
it.
want a ring. I don't
They
care.
didn't take the shit away from them, right? They didn't. Like,
No.
they
The
kept
Mickey
that
Mouse
shit.
one,
They
I
let
would
them
have been
keep
shaking
it.
my ass for that Mickey
They
Mouse
let it keep him out. Manfred was like, "What's a trophy?" That's the commissioner of baseball, by the way, saying, "What's a trophy?"
one. I hate nothing.
Ever since then, after every World Series, and he would be there to present the trophy, he's getting booed. That brother has not gotten
Man,
cheered for one little shit.
Present the Meta trophy. Well, how about that? Just come in, present the Meta trophy. It doesn't matter.
I'll play another one that I know y'all gonna like right here.
After Scott Rowland.
Oh my God! I remember when this shit happened, bro.
Why are you hurting my feelings?
In the catch. Andy Chavez takes
Oh, I still remember this like it was yesterday.
a double play.
I thought we were winning the World Series.
Yeah, I said we're winning this. I said we're winning. That's it. That catch.
I was like, yo, we're going to beat Detroit and beat their ass. Like, I really get mad at this because I really screamed at the top of my lungs. My mom comes
Look at
running
that
in,
face. Look at that
and
face.
she's like, did they win? I was like, no, he just made a good catch. She went back to sleep. I was like, all right. She never heard me say another thing after that. She knew they lost.
Should I play? I don't know. Should I play this one? Watch it. You'll see right now. Should I play? I don't know. You see the screen? Should I play this one right here, or is that too much of a? I don't know if you.
No. Why? I thought we were playing good moments. Why do you want to? Why do you want to do that?
I know.
I'm walking off. I think I'm walking off this live. I'll see you guys.
Fuck the curveball. That's all.
AP said I'm gonna do you how I did the watch party.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna be like, yo, I don't believe in this ananymore.
Yo, I swear to God, for those that don't know, well, y'all know what happened, but I know is that me and Chris looked at each other like, did this nigga just leave?
Yeah. Shit, it was only $10. It wasn't like I spent like $100,000 on that shit. $10, I can walk away from that shit anytime.
Bro, I called AP. I'm like, yo, next time you stay.
I did. I stayed, and I learned my lesson. They came back and beat Philly.
Let's look at some more classics right here. Now this was before my time.
Yo,
this was
all right.
Way before my time.
I was watching. This game started during the afternoon. I want to say it was like a 1:00 start or something. This game didn't end until like 6:30. It was 15 innings.
I'm still sad I didn't give him the grand slam.
Yeah, that's stupid. They should have gave it to him. That's nonsense.
And it's raining too.
And Robin Ventura was the king of grand slams.
Yeah. Fucking Bob Costas. Holy shit.
He called the games back in the day.
That's when he was good at that.
Yeah.
Let him call a game now.
No, right now he can't call his own number.
Apparently TBS thinks so. TBS is like, no, you're still a legend. You got it.
Yo, Cox was a really great manager, but he messed up this whole game for them. Like to this day, I didn't understand why he left this guy in to just die. But damn, we should have won Game 6 too. Oh man, another one we should have won. But this was a great Met moment.
I mean, you guys know better than me. I was born 2 years after that, so I didn't really.
Shut up! I don't even shut up. 2006. Well, look, and this is 99, right? So in 99, oh my God, in 99, I was what? I was 17. Jesus Christ. Oh man. Back to Atlanta.
Back to Georgia. I love that goal. Back to Georgia. This is where Ray Ordonez got some fight. Arrogant.
What a scene at Shea. Well, they will not let Robin Ventura run around the bases.
They had to let him go. At least touch second base.
Have you ever seen anything like this? He's got to.
Man, that 99 team, man. Top, you don't know.
And he never touched it either, right?
No, he never got to.
That's crazy, bro. But Chris, what do you remember most about this though? Like, well, any memories in
I
terms of
remember it
like?
was long. Well, it's been a while, but I remember it was long. Like AP said, it was mad long. Like, bro, I think it was. I don't remember if it was a weekday of school or whatever, because I'm a little younger than AP, so I was like about 14 or
Okay,
13.
okay.
And I remember when the game started, I was in school, come home, and the game's still going on at nighttime. I'm like, yo, what's going on? And I remember when he hit that shit, he said, back to Georgia. I was expecting to hit the wall. When I saw it win a grand slam, and I'm like, oh shit, a grand slam. And he didn't carry it. I mean, didn't enter second. I'm like, yo, but what's gonna happen? Like, is he out? Like, at that
Yeah,
time you don't know what happened. Like,
right.
it was crazy. But you don't want to tell me what happened the next game. You don't want to know what happened the next game.
I mean, hey, it's by you saying that's I wouldn't want to, but let's kind of move a little bit forward. We'll kind of mix it up. We'll move forward to the modern day, and I think this moment right here, as AP goes off for a bit, this moment
Yeah,
right
I'm in the
here.
dark now. Great. My daughter just woke up, so I'm just trying to make sure that I don't wake her up even more. Oh,
Got it.
man.
No worries, no worries. This moment right here, before I share it, was a game where it was like all hope was lost for that day, and they ended up pulling up the impossible. That to this day, I'm like Philadelphia fans could like kiss my ass. I don't care what they say, and it's this one
Oh
right here.
man, I already know it.
Oh, man.
That's
Lines
one.
one to deep right center field. Forget that.
Oh,
Way out of
and
here.
who started that?
Slump.
The captain, right?
Let's
That's
go.
the captain guy started that.
Extras 2-run
Yeah,
home.
wait,
His
hold,
Fifth home
but
run
that's
of the
but
season
real
to
quick,
cut
real
the Philly
quick,
lead to
but Chris, that's your captain, right? That's
Yeah,
That's
I
your
mean,
captain? That's your captain. My
It's
captain,
my
your
captain.
captain, our captain. Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
it's
Now
our, yeah, I think
I
it's our
tell you,
captain.
bro.
Because you don't have the
This
C on his
guy don't
chest
get
yet, so I
appreciated.
just he
Make it
don't he
right,
don't
He'll
have
have
the
man.
it
C on
soon.
his
Make it
chest
right.
yet,
He'll have
so
it soon. He'll have it soon, bro. He'll
just
have
want
it
to
soon.
make sure just want to make sure that energy's still there.
7-3. So Lindor wastes no time.
Yo, he smoked
Hits
that
it out
shit,
into
bro.
Bryce
He
Harper
smoked it,
territory.
bro.
This is one of two of these type of comebacks that I've seen in my lifetime. That I'm like, I can't believe what I just
And
watched.
County
yo,
hits one back to the pitcher. It banks off him. He
I'm
recovers,
such
makes
a
the
crazy
throw,
Mets
not
fan
in
that
time. Alonso is in.
didn't take the
It's
I
7-4.
didn't take it off at
And the
all, bro.
Mets will get the
I turned it off,
back
but
in the
like I was
ninth.
watching it still on my phone, so I
bank
kept
shot
on
for
like
Canada
looking
for
at
an
my phone and
infield hit,
refreshing,
the
like
fifth
they're still
hit
losing
of the
7-1.
inning.
Ugh. And then
The
for whatever
Mets have
reason, I was like,
scored
yo, let
3
me turn it on
times,
in the
and now
ninth.
they've got a shot.
And like
Didn't
I
take
saw
it off
all
at
of
all,
this.
bro.
Like I saw all of this happening. I was like, I can't believe it.
JD rips one down the line. That's an extra base hit.
You see, Shady Davis is
will
only
score.
good
Canada third. He'll be held
certain
up
parts of
there.
the Mets.
It's an RBI double for JD
Yo, he
Davis.
dove back
It's
like his life depended
7-5,
on it on
and
that
the
one.
tying runs are in scoring position.
You forget this guy was on this team, JD Davis, bro.
Never
JD
say
Davis.
die.
Oh, the Yankees
JD
cleanup hitter.
Davis with a big pitch
Yeah.
hit double.
I keep hearing this guy's name.
Well, he
Yeah,
got
JD
behind in the
Davis,
count, had to
baby.
come in with a fastball.
Look
and
at
rips
Canna running.
down the left field line. JD was all over this fastball from Knebel.
Randy gets the curve and lines it into center field. A base hit. In is Canna. Here's Jankowski. He scores.
Oh my God, I
and the Mets
forgot
have
about this
tied
guy.
it. Brandon Nimmo with a 2-run single.
You know what I love
The
this
Mets
about
have
this?
scored 6 times in
Look
the
at
top
Peter.
of the ninth.
He wants to
Tie
hump
this
that rail
game
so
at
bad.
7-7.
Look at that! Look, the Philly fans are
I
just
love when
disgusted. I
they
love
show
it.
the Philly fans, when they
Yeah,
show
yeah.
the Philly fans,
5
like,
unanswered in St. Louis, 6 unanswered here.
look at that guy.
Philadelphia.
They're all like, what is happening?
And again, it was a
You
curveball.
bunch of bums.
We were talking about the one he hit off Nola over the fence in the first series here in Philadelphia. This time he hits it off Knebel. One of the biggest hits that Brandon will have. The throw just not strong enough.
And then March the very next pitch.
And I felt
thought it
like
was
we
gone.
needed to not just tie it. I always felt we needed to take the lead at that point.
He'll come in to score, and the Mets take the lead. Unbelievable. Starling Marte with his third
That's when Marte
consecutive hit
was
drives in
playing
the
a lot of
go-ahead
games
run with
that
a
year.
double.
We should have won the World
With
Series.
7
Before the
runs
injuries.
in the ninth, lead it 8-7.
In my mind, we
Best
should have
thing
won
you
the
can
World
say
Series like
if
100
you're a
times.
manager of a club, is that your team plays hard
We would have
every
never
night
lost the
for
World
27
No, we would have
hours,
been winning World Series
and
every
you're
year.
rewarded with
That's a special
comebacks
year,
like
man.
this.
That's a special year for sure. Listen, say what you want to say about how it ended and Buck Showalter, but that was a special year. I do want to play another one from the modern days. I think this one is special because we didn't even make the playoffs that year, but we finished with a winning record. I think I know. I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about. This game.
And he drives one. Center field. Back goes Robles. Looking off.
I think I know this game. Yep.
Mister, I can't move my body to catch a ball.
He drives one down to right field.
Look at Luis Guillorme out there going yard. Look at that.
Like he hit that like he's used to that. By the way, like I do this all the time.
I do this all the time.
You heard Gary. Oh wow!
Should be deep enough. Tagging is Paddock. Eaton is there to make the catch. Here comes Paddock. The throw goes to second. The Mets have the lead.
Panic. Wow.
J.D. Davis, a sacrifice fly, and it's 4-3 New York in the eighth.
Damn, the movement on that ball was crazy.
Yo,
that was Lugo, bro.
What about this one right here?
Turner is now in scoring position with 1 out and a 3-2 count.
Oh, look who's on the mound. That's Keith's boy.
Oh my God, Yankee legend, Marcus Stroman.
Tina Turner right there.
Calling the check swing here. I think he's saying it's a called strike.
So there's a big strikeout for Stroman for the second out. So now
Man,
runner at second and 2 outs.
Swung at and missed strike 3. Got him with a fastball side retired.
Stroman with back-to-back strikeouts of Rendon and Soto to get around first inning trouble. And Adams leads off in the second against Marcus Stroman.
What a bum manager that was, my
and he
God.
got him looking. Three consecutive strikeouts for Marcus Stroman, and that's the first out of the second.
You think he's still sending pics to women?
4 straight strikeouts for Marcus Stroman.
Brian Dozier coming up.
I forgot about that. I completely forgot about that.
Yeah,
we got some lusty ass men in these New York sports. God.
He finished pretty good for us. I can't.
Oh, what a play.
Now Strasburg is the
Toddy.
Robles is running the pitch, a strike, throw to second. Robles is out at second.
Look at our shortstop.
Oh, Ahmed just signed with them.
What Robles is thinking. It's a sacrifice situation.
Marcus Stroman.
Yeah, so this was a celebration.
Right to the glove.
Damn, that was his best throw of the year.
Swing and a miss, strike 3.
6 strikeouts first time through the batting order, just 1 shy of Marcus Stroman's season high.
That was before Stroman thought Mets fans were racist.
In the first 3 innings for
Yeah,
Marcus
the
Stroman.
good old I would say the good
Apparently,
old
we
days,
only racist when we don't want to sign him.
Yeah, when he's playing well, we weren't.
Swing and a miss on a change up in the dirt.
Todd,
Strasburg is the new franchise record holder in
That's what was
strikeouts.
ugly.
Damn, that Strasburg contract was garbage too.
Adam Eaton has a leadoff single. Washington with a man on to bring up Rendon.
This dude is a thumb and a half now.
Center field deep. This one way back, going toward the warning track. Conforto chasing, dives, can't get it. And
What
then
exactly was he diving for? Like,
racing to the plate is Eaton. He'll score.
Close.
And over to third with a triple is Anthony Rendon. That was a little scary.
Where was he going?
With his knee to Conforto's
Yeah,
head.
man,
Yo, we really had
Okay.
Conforto playing
The
center
early
field.
adrenaline
Oh my
rush for
God.
the Mets starter has been dialed back a bit. Soto, right center.
Wow, he's gonna hit some of those for us now.
Don't worry. Change that jersey.
Yeah, but Lee, man, that's in his wheelhouse. Like,
Look at that swing.
Gives the Nationals a 3-0 lead.
Bro, he's a man.
Suddenly hitting a wall here in the 4th inning, 2 away, with McNeil still at
Oh, look at young Jeff. Jeff.
First hit of the night against Strasburg.
Yeah. Alonso's homered in 3 straight games. Alonso sent one deep to right. There's a hit for Alonso, and that's Alonso.
I know.
A home run.
Oh, when he wasn't overthinking.
when he was respected.
The Mets within 1. It's 3-2.
Before Boris.
Pete Alonso homers for a 4th straight game, just the second Met rookie.
He only wants a 3-year contract, folks. Only a 3-year contract. You too could have a first baseman for 3 years.
This ball deep in the air to right field. Eaton is back. He's near the wall. That ball is gone. A home run. to the opposite field for J.D. Davis.
Yeah, we had Cano on that.
City, Alonso and Davis go back to back, and it's 3-3.
Once he realized he was going to go, he exploded.
I ain't gonna front though. We didn't make the playoffs. It was fun.
Screaming at the
that was a fun year, bro. I'm telling you.
They were making a run, bro.
I feel like if we would have just made like 1 or 2 moves, we could have really finished that off at that one. But they didn't really pick up anybody.
That's going back to what Josh said.
The intentional walk and
The Mets can't play games.
And now Stroman with a chance to get through the.
Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Side retired. Masterful extrication. 9 strikeouts for Stroman. Mom loves it.
I feel like that was the attitude the Yankee fans wanted this year, and they didn't get it for some reason.
Well, because it wasn't.
No,
a slow shot for the third. Rendon has it on the second bounce. He has all day to throw it across. It's low. Adams sprawls. He keeps his foot on the bag for the out.
Yo, this bum ass run.
Tried to roll Stroman through the first batter of the inning. That did not work out. And Marcus issues his third walk. And his night,
first
night on mound at City Field has come to an end.
Shocking,
so
right?
you got Rendon on the plate, Lugo up in the bullpen, but it appears
this guy's
staying in the face.
We can't.
This guy. And good night.
Yeah. Deep left field. Moving back on this one is Davis to the warning track at the wall. He leaps, and it's gone. It just clears over the fence. A 2-run homer for Anthony Rendon.
I mean, I don't even know what JD Davis is doing.
I was gonna say why attempt that.
Swinging the ground ball chopped to short. Turner has a big hop waist high. The throw to first to Adams to the side retired.
They have a highlight of him throwing to first base.
Wow. By the Mets, but he's had a really good year otherwise.
He did little.
Sucio little.
6 earned runs, but 10 hits.
Duro.
Base
It was
for
duro.
Davis and Ramos against Sean Doolittle. And now the Mets will get the tying run to the plate. And Todd Frazier coming
I
up.
remember that.
One to Frazier.
And Todd cranks one deep left field. Down the line. That ball is
Weren't Gary, Keith, and Ron in the stands for this one? They were like, yeah, I remember that. They were like right there, yeah.
On the punching shit.
Yeah, so they saw the ball go over their heads.
Tying 3-run homer, and it's 6-6 in the ninth. And now the potential winning run is at second, 2 down, and Michael Conforto coming up. Now a base hit could win it for New York.
The 2-2 pitch. Swing and a drive to right. Eaton going back. Eaton
He really played that ball horribly, by the way.
So bad.
See, Conforto didn't have to get hit by a baseball to get a walk-off.
With one of their most memorable come-from-behind wins in years.
What an inning.
And there goes Pete trying to rip the guy's shirt off. Like,
streak.
Yeah, he started that trend.
Yeah.
It's something about P and Fashion Nation with ripping jerseys and humping rails. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. There's a documentary that's gonna come out in a couple of years. I don't want to be a part of it, so I'm not gonna talk about it.
I think we know which one you talk about.
Oh God. Exposing Pete.
But yeah, let's go. We could go back to some of the classics back in the days. And there's one that AP kind of told me about. That again, a lot of these I don't obviously they were before my time, but
just keep making me feel like I'm 87 years old. When we watched baseball, it was in black and white, and we could have only one channel.
I'm sorry. Hey, but that's the beauty of it, right? A lot of the old heads that are watching.
Yo, just play the clip. Just play the clip. I'm gonna just sit here in silence.
They can reminisce.
Yeah. I'm gonna start drinking King.
Who will take them out for
Dave Malin. First double.
Yeah, he was hot garbage. I cannot believe that we won this game.
Is down on strikes. Struck him out.
Cecil Fielder. Yo, and those measures that was an awesome combination that they had.
3 strikeouts for Malicki.
If you take a look at the jacket, if you look at the jacket that the Mets have, that jacket is crazy.
I'm sorry. That was absolutely disgusting. I gotta see it again.
I was looking at the jacket. I like completely lost focus. Like I was like, I gotta cop that jacket.
Yeah,
the size of the Mets logo.
He's already thinking about buying a jacket.
When you see the size of that Met logo, that shit is the size of Flushing.
But Chris, you see this bullshit? He comes at me because I'm bringing up ages, and we trying to talk about the game and he want to talk about jackets. Like, what are we doing?
We're talking about 1950
because it's
jacket.
cold. It's cold outside. I need new
it's cold
jackets.
outside. Okay. Because it was
It
a
was
bomber
28
jacket.
degrees today.
I'm not wearing a bomber jacket in 28-degree weather.
Nah, I'm just thinking about warm weather. That's why. All right, let's see the highlight. Let's see the highlight. Well, but if you look at the jacket though, like the Mets logo is like the size of your head. Like it's nuts. Like it's really like I've never seen a jacket just like screaming, "This is the team I root for." Like it's crazy.
So you got fascinations with big logos on clothing?
I don't know. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know.
Interesting. I listen. I find out new things about my my host here, and this is interesting. Shout out to Subway to Shea and my guy.
Yo,
thank you, appreciate it.
Salute.
He said taking the 7 Express on the Subway to Shea. Okay,
there we go.
Very clever.
Yeah,
that is very clever. That is very clever. He said,
that means we're doing a crossover. We're doing a crossover.
Yeah, he said Maliki dominated versus those Bronx bums. Yeah,
Yo,
right.
he completely did. When that series was coming up, I was already nervous because like Maliki.
That was in there, and he knew it. Another good hook from Maliki.
That was the best game he's
got
thrown
4
his whole life.
I think you'd sell tickets though with Maris, Mantle, and Strawberry.
Now, you know his old school.
Witten goes down on 3 pitches. Check swing by Kelly. The appeal at first, and the swing is called by Don Dankinger. Another breaking ball and call, strike 3.
Who's breaking ball?
I had no idea.
Wow, comes right back with the hook.
Bob Applejack.
Bob
Applejack, I think his name.
What was it? Applejack? I forgot his name.
Bob Applejack. It's somewhere Bob. I know it's Bob.
Yeah.
Strike out, you bum. Go give some more girls some ball.
Yeah.
His 48th major league start.
He pitched a one-hitter that
game shutout for the first time
man,
in
Todd
his major
Hundley.
league career.
Todd Hundley, man.
Todd Hundley. He was our first 40 home run.
John Oliver. Oh my God.
Against one of the Yankees' best.
That is how masterful that outing was. That you didn't even see any highlights of hitting. They just showed him striking out Yankees.
But this is embarrassing how they're still playing New York after we just fucking beat them in their own stadium. But it just shows it just goes to show this fucking that organization.
Okay, I got a question for you based off what you just said. I was thinking about this. If the Mets won the World Series, right, at Citi Field, should they play that song as part of a celebration of a World Series?
I absolutely would, to be petty. Yes, I would. I don't care. If I'm back in the New York group. No, I don't care about that song.
I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that at a World Series. I don't.
No. I'm gonna be petty. I'm gonna be petty, and I'm going to play that song.
I know what I'll do.
You know what I'll do? I will take
Mr. Pete. What, McPherson? That's his name.
Yeah.
I was saying that shit around him in circles, bro.
I will literally take the parade bus and take it straight to the Bronx and just blast it around Yankees. I'll go around the block, around the entire block. I'll be petty.
There's cool Yankee fan out there that I don't want to.
Come on, Chris. Come on.
Certain ones that I want to do it to, I have them here next to my heart. I know what I'm gonna do whenever we win.
All Yankee fans stick together. So the logical ones that we cool with, if you sticking with that, with the delusional ones, you get the bullet. That's all I'll say. That's this. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm tired of these motherfuckers talking about their stupid rings and how they're always in the playoffs every year. I'm done with that, bro. It's a new day and age. But
I mean, talking about Yankees and that organization is like talking about the History Channel. We're basically talking about some ancient shit.
No, I mean, yeah, it's one of those things where you start, your head starts to hurt, man. It's never fun. I'll play you another one, and it involves our guy Mike Piazza, but it's not the one that you guys think. When you think about classic moments from Mike Piazza, I know a lot
Mike
of
Piazza
people,
was my favorite player, man.
A lot of people think Mike Piazza's home run after 9/11, but I think this one doesn't really. Nobody really talks about it.
Jam house at Shea.
Oh, yeah, the 8-run inning. I know.
Man,
Oh, man.
Piazza.
I know.
I watched this game, and I'm still shocked they won this game.
Scored 6
I remember
runs.
coming up. I was watching I was
Two away.
outside.
Piazza rips it. Will it stay fair? Goodbye.
Gary Moore.
Mike Piazza. A 3-run homer. 11-8.
I remember I lived next, well, all my life I kind of lived next to City Field and Shea Stadium. So I didn't live too far away from Shea when this happened.
I watched that from beginning to the end too.
Bro, the stadium, you could hear it from my house. And I lived a couple of blocks away. That's it, you could hear it.
And nobody left that night. It was packed out.
No.
Do you know that rally started with 2 outs?
Yeah.
We had 2 outs in the 8th inning, and they were losing.
It did.
They were losing that game 6-0, I believe, or 7-1. It was 2 outs in the 8th and 1.
And 2 strikes. They had 2 strikes like that bad. That game was. That was my favorite player, man. I used to imitate him batting and everything.
You hear the crowd? Jesus Christ.
God, bro. Yeah. This is what City Field should look like.
His 22nd home run of the year. RBI 66, 67, 68.
That's kind of, because I'm going to be honest with you, that's kind of what makes me, like, why I feel like I wish I was born then at the time. Again, not to bring up the age factor, nothing like that, but there's so many stories that I hear. Right.
Like, I don't know, for some reason, and I get it, it's because of the era that, the Wolfpack kind of screwed it up and everything. So a lot of fans moved away and also disinterest. But back in the Shea days, bro, it was packed day in and day out, bro. Like, oh my God, son. Like, they used to do this promotion. It used to be the picnic area in the back. They used to do promotions on Fridays where you take a Pepsi Cola can, empty, and you should go in for free. So I used to go with my cousins every week, every Friday. Free Pepsi. You take a Pepsi can or a Coca-Cola can, bro, you should go in for free. Every Friday, bro. That shit.
You imagine doing that? Imagine doing that in City.
I'm collecting the cans now, bro.
Yo, I'm gonna get the special Soto cans. Just like be like, I'll be there every day, sir.
Just because AP got me riled up with his Yankee shit, I'm gonna be petty right now. I'm gonna be petty. I'm sorry to my Yankees, to my logical Yankee ones, but I have to. Que tú sabes como yo soy. Tú sabes como yo soy.
Why you have
to right field? Gallo on the move.
Come on, bro. Put the C on his chest, bro. Put the C on his chest.
You know what? I love this game because my man Alex Rodriguez was fucking announcing.
If Francisco's
first
year as a Met could include a signature moment,
I just think about Stan talking, and like I just hear like you shouldn't have been talking shit. Like that's all I can think of.
That's a good one that Buster was talking about. A little bit of a cement mixer. Overthrew it, a little fatigue.
You know what's more impressive? The second
leadoff walks.
Look what he did from the right hand side. And how far.
And they did just that.
Oh yeah. The second at bat.
That second, he was mad. He was mad.
He was mad at this guy. What's his name? We call him Ethel. The pitcher. I forgot his name.
Feeling a little more comfortable here in the Big Apple.
From the Yankees dugout, he told this to Marley Rivera.
Right down the corner. Right on the corner of the strike zone.
Massive, bro.
Then he starts doing the.
That shit's impressive.
Start doing the.
Yeah, like we heard you.
Yeah.
Cheating ass bums.
Oh, Peralta, yeah, Peralta. You want to whistle, bro? Whistle this.
In Lindor this time.
And to be honest with you, like before I get to the best part of that, the crazy part about that is that when he came into our thing, right, to our team, you always heard that he was never a trash talker, that he was never confrontational, and he was never this, he was never that. So seeing that,
he became a New Yorker that day. He must have voted on the train.
Absolutely,
not only that, they had a battery in his back. You know who had that battery in his back? Remember, Bias was on that team, so they had he put a bad history back, bro.
Yeah,
He's like, just let loose, and then he let loose.
Right. I would have expected it more from Bias because Bias is the more come on late. So to see Lindor again, I never.
If Bias hit 3 home runs, you know Bias was gonna talk shit. Like he would have done some wild shit.
Yeah. And again, that's what I'm saying. That when it came from Lindor, it was kind of it took me back. And I was like, but then like, right. But then I was like, yo, let's fucking go. Like, vamos jugar esta vaina, loco. Like that's how
like, you got that in you? You got
that? They told me
I didn't know that you could do that.
You could do this? Oh,
that's
you. A wrap now.
Is that you?
This is you. Oh,
and then what made it better? What made it better is that he comes when he does the post game interview. He has the title belt on his waist, so he's like wearing that shit doing the interview. I'm like, yo, this nigga, bro, he's a goat.
That was that day. It was all about Lindor flexing. Like, he flexed.
Yeah. That was the Lindor breakout game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that was a Lindor.
Let me get to the juicy part. The part that the Bronx Bombers hate the most.
Just hear Vance Scherzer and A-Rod. Yeah, just hear their call and look.
Oh man, the anticipation. Now I'm acting like I haven't seen this before. Okay,
A-Rod.
Just hear the call, bro.
A-Rod probably texted Aaron Boone like, "Yo, you better wake these motherfuckers up. Got to this shit. No, we don't need this
hear that call, bro. Oh, that's just like music to my ears.
Little BP fastball there, change.
Absolute bomb. Talk about strength.
No.
Look what that ball was.
A changeup, bro. He hit a changeup on the floor out. That's crazy. He's like, hey, este está whistling.
In the emotion.
I want that vaina, loco. I want that vaina.
First base.
I remember VR was on that team too. He's a little.
Yeah. Admired the way he came up.
Just hear the call.
With a friendly chip on his shoulder, signed autographs, a great ambassador of the game, and the kid absolutely loves baseball.
Well, I think he's an enemy across town as of tonight.
That's fair.
And I mean that in a complimentary sense, right? You've arrived in that regard.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh. Did he get another one? Gallo's on his way back.
Yo, Gallo was like just like trying to pray that the ball fell down.
Oh my. Santa Maria.
Wow.
And I love that they cut the camera to
look at that.
I thought that was the highlight of the whole thing. The kids jumping up and down like that. That was dope.
That was epic. Whoever thought of doing that was that nigga should have.
And they need to let kids be able to do that. Like that should be something that they should.
Rican flag with the guys jumping on the dugout. Oh, that was amazing.
Just that picture of Stan sad just made it like that much better.
He's looking at his glove like shit. He said that puñeta.
Just the second ever Mets shortstop to enjoy a 3-homer game.
Should be a curtain call here coming soon.
Yeah, right. Yeah, he should have been.
He just validated all 341 million tonight.
Look at that face. I love that.
And there he comes. Oh.
Yo, the camera was shaky.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Man,
Matty home runs on a fastball.
First career 3-home run game.
And a curveball tonight.
And you know the Mets for the longest time have 3 home runs
3 different pitches
at City or Shea Stadium, and then like they just started getting them recently.
97, but a tired Green, not the life we're used to seeing from Green. Gave up a 2-run homer last night, and the big fly. One from the left side.
That was a crazy
one from
game.
the right side and back to the left side.
What about this? All
I
right.
remember the game before. We almost won that game too.
Yeah.
Lindor gets under one to second. Going back near the wall.
That's Mahomes. You see that Mahomes center field? Mahomes center field.
Insanity again.
Otro Mahomes.
Francisco Lindor flips the script.
I just wanna. So for the people, shout out to the 164 that's in here, right? I just want for those that are in here that don't understand how important that home run was, not only based on the team we played, the situation that we were in, But I'm gonna rewind to a specific part right here. Watch. You about to see it right here.
Oh,
You
yes,
better
I
see
know.
it right here.
You better put that part.
You better see it right here. All right, let me slowly do my due diligence and get to that part because okay, it's right here. Espérate.
Oh, Mr. Show Off right here. Mahomes Santa Fe. Mahomes.
No, pero no, ese es el otro mamá que tú sabes, estaba hablando mierda y no hizo nada en ese inning. Espérate. Okay. If you could see Lindor's face, right? This brother winced because of the amount of pain that he had on his back and still did this shit. If that doesn't grant a captain on his chest, look at this. Look at this nigga. Look at this. He knew it right away. He knew it.
Top. I guarantee you that nigga's wearing a C on his chest this season, bro.
I think the Mets are hinting at it too. I think that they know that he should be the captain.
I needed like air. Like that. That's how. Matter of fact, you know what? Since we on the Lindor subject, let's go to another one that I think deserves. It's I think you guys know which one I'm talking about. Let me see. Oh, right here. Bada bing, bada boom.
Oh man.
That's driven to deep right field, and a home run ends this no-hit bid. Linsanity! Francisco Lindor.
I love that he went to Linsanity. I thought that was a call by Gary.
Everybody talks about
as big a hit as the Mets have had all season.
The Mets were getting
Francisco
no hit all
Lindor
game.
breaks up the no-hit bid and the shutout, and he ties the game with his 31st home run of the year.
He was throwing a no-hitter in his last start. That's the crazy part. He was throwing a no-hitter in his last start.
And it got broken up by a home run.
The same way, which is bad luck.
That's
bad luck.
That's crazy. So, yo.
Oh,
how many times?
All right, so I was thinking about a game again before your time, but I think it's one of the best Mets players of all time. The Edgardo Grand Slam game against Arizona in Game 1. That's still to this day. You know what time that game started?
So underrated, bro. Like nobody talks about him.
Nobody talks about Edgardo like he and I have a connection to Edgardo, which is funny. I never met the guy, but my late uncle's wife cleaned his apartment in Bayside. So
really?
Like they had, and I would always be like, "Yo, can you introduce?" Never. They never ever did that. But I was like, "Yo, that's funny." And I heard Edgardo's family's still out here in Bayside, so he had.
You know what's funny about Edgardo?
Stayed out here or something.
I used to chill in P19 and 99th Street. There's a photo. You know when you family those photo shops where you take pictures with your family and everything. Edgardo Alfonso went to a spot in Corona and had a photo picture with his family, and it was always there, bro. Like they were, when you do promotions for your store, and it was Edgardo Alfonso with his family. So I always thought like, yo, this guy lives around the block here. Like he lives around here.
He was a Queen. He lived in Bayside. He really was a Queens native. Like he stayed out here.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, that was cool.
Got you right now. You guys asked. I got you.
The 3-1 pitch and a drive in the air to deep left field down the line. Gone if it stays fair. That ball is
out of here.
Home run. Alfonso, a grand slam in the top of the ninth, and the Mets have taken an.
Oh, there goes Buck.
Oh, that's right. We killed Buck.
Yo, that game was wild. You know what time that game started in New York time? That shit started at 9:40 at night. I remember I was like, yo, I have to go to school the next day. And I'm like, yo, I have to watch this game. And then, like, the Mets were winning. They were beating up Randy Johnson. Then they choked this shit out. And then they did this. I was like, well, it was worth it. But I was, like, dead the next day.
Oh, I was so worried.
Alfonso was a beast, bro.
What a swing. He had an amazing swing.
Long enough to be 2 home runs. A huge hit for the New York Mets, and they start heading for the exits here in
Phoenix. That's great. That again, those are moments that a lot of you guys, I'm sure, will never ever forget, man. That I can guarantee you. I mean, even this one, I was super young when this shit happened, but you know.
Se quedó frisado ahí.
I thought the video wasn't working.
Oh, I don't even see it.
Okay. I thought it was playing.
It's so old, the internet didn't exist.
Am I good now? Am I good?
Nothing's playing.
No, it's not playing, bro.
Okay. Hold on. I thought it was playing because I had switched it to.
The Mets have had a lot of amazing moments, man. They have had a lot of amazing moments. I think of just my youth and seeing some like amazing plays. I think about some of the amazing players that came through. One guy that Mets fans got a chance to see that didn't get appreciated a lot was Ray Ordonez. Like I think Ray Ordonez
I was just about to say
that like he made some spectacular plays.
He doesn't get appreciated enough.
No, he couldn't hit for nothing, but
like defensively, he was underrated.
Man. Oh yeah. He hit that one home run every year. He was good for that home run in September.
Yeah, in September. What was it, September? Well, Ray Ordonez, he had 3 straight years without an error, right?
Right.
Something had 190 something game without an error.
By the end, didn't he just become really fat?
102.
He just became really fat and couldn't play no more, I think, right?
So, yeah.
To left field, Floyd. And after running roughshod over the National League, the Mets have a
that team should have won the championship, man. That team should have won.
National League East champions.
Yo, they dominated that whole year.
They were, when I tell you, that was the most dominant Mets team I've ever seen in my life.
Yo, they had Jose Baez.
Here's how it ended.
18 home runs. Off the bench.
You know what a lineup that has David Wright, Jose Reyes, Paul LaDuca, Carlos Beltran, Carlos Delgado. Jesus Christ.
Sean Green.
Sean Green.
Jesus. Yeah.
If Xavier Nady was doing his thing on that team, it's just a damn shame we had to trade him because Duaner Sanchez had a horny night. Like I wish that we would have just like if he would have just like not gone out, we would have won that World Series, man.
That's another one. Because he got hurt in the bullpen. The whole
messing
bullpen.
Around in Miami at 2 a.m. Yo, dude, really? Oh my God, I'm still mad at him for that, and he never was the same after that injury either.
No, he wasn't. He wasn't. I read an article about that.
He paid the ultimate price for messing with them hoes. So did
different area.
We didn't get the championship.
Different area. We messing with hoes in different area codes.
We paid for it too, bro.
Oh man.
Oh man, Jay Bruce.
Tears of joy for the 2015 New York Mets.
Oh, it's funny, right?
Champions.
Oh, if you're going down this route, we have to find a Cespedes game. Like Cespedes did too much. We got to find a Cespedes game in 2015. That dude did a lot for that team. I still remember the first half of that. That was the most annoying team. Oh my God!
Oh, I'll give you an even better one. I'll give you even better one if we want to talk about that one. We want to talk about that. We could even they put.
Oh, the Washington. He murdered Washington. Washington.
No, he completely destroyed Washington.
Well, not Washington. Drew Thor.
I was like, did we lose the internet?
I'll play one even better.
That Dodgers home run, game 1 of the first game at Citi Field was an amazing one too.
Yeah,
I was there for that. I tell you, I don't think I've seen a home run hit harder than that one.
I'll give you. Since we're talking about Cespedes,
yeah. Oh, when he pinched hit that one, he wasn't even playing during that.
He wasn't even playing. Yeah, he wasn't even playing.
Mm-hmm. And now he can run the bases. First pitch, Cespedes.
You remember the one where he hit the home run against the Yankees and he was on the DL the next day?
Yeah.
They're threatening for that now.
Atkins, Cespedes cracks it toward the corner. It's out of here.
Cespedes with a grand slam, and the Mets haven't even dozen.
Yo, we whooped the Giants' ass that game. That was the game. Did we score? All 12 came in that inning?
Yeah.
I think, right? Yeah.
I thought that was it.
Oh, this one. This
with Loney on.
No, not this one. Not this one. Not this one.
Oh,
And a drive in the air. Forget that. That is way, way out of here.
That was third deck.
Home run derby
Third
style. Into the third deck.
Remember, he won the home run derby in 2013.
A monstrous blast from Cespedes to get the Mets on the board.
Oh, this one. This is one of my favorites right here. It's against the Marlins.
Dominating away, keeping the ball away from him.
He
Remember, if it wasn't for his injuries and bullshit.
I feel like he just didn't have the passion for it like he used to.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
More to other stuff.
You heard the rumors that he wanted to play again for us this year?
Mm-hmm. Because only for the Mets for DH. Yo, bro, let it go, bro.
Oh my God, I was there for this. This was amazing.
Complete fucking like. Oh my God! Talk about murdering a
taking flights that were shorter than this home run.
2-2. Swing and a drive. Left field and deep. Forget about it. Home run.
That was right around that outfield by the third base side.
A 3-run rocket from Cespedes, and the Mets lead it 10-3.
What do you think Cespedes felt when he got traded to the Mets? He said, "That's where I won the home run derby. I like that ballpark."
Yeah, I love that he got to call the game. That was pretty cool.
2 singles, and that 3-run homer. The Mets lead by 7. No Kershaw, no Greinke, and the Mets have tortured Brett Anderson and Alex Wood tonight.
But then again, when we get to the World Series, this nigga was nowhere to be found. Nowhere to be found. He said, "Yeah, no, I did my job. I did my job. It's okay. I did my job."
Man.
Yeah, he said, "I did my job. It's okay. No worries. We ain't gotta. Y'all good. Y'all could carry it on from here. It's all good. It's one of those dumb shits." I do also want to play this because I think this is important as well. I think again, it's in the history books. And it was against a team that won the fucking World Series that year too. And it's when you talk about moments that you will forever talk about, with your grandkids or with your kids. Again, I don't have kids, but I'm sure Chris and AP, when they get older, you could be able to tell your kids about this moment because I'm probably gonna have to tell my imaginary friends that are with me every time I go to a game by myself. But this moment right here.
Oh, the no-hitter.
I remember watching this shit.
Oh, and for everybody that says that, Beltran hit the double, then R.A. Dickey actually should have got the no-hitter, and they took it away from him, so I don't want to hear shit.
Yeah, exactly.
And Santana with a great changeup strikes him out. 2-2 to Holiday. Here to right, and Duda moving to his left.
Yeah, I remember that Baxter broke his shoulder.
Yo, he broke his collarbone to save that no-hitter.
Two players there just gave it all out for their careers.
And Santana gets it with a changeup. And Green takes strike 3 call. Fastball on the inside.
Man threw 130-something pitches. That's just crazy.
He was never right after that either.
No, he was never.
That's the way it goes.
They should have just sat him down for the rest of the season. Or at least for like a month.
We had Duda playing right field.
Line to short and snagged by Quintanilla.
This is for the Mets fans that complain about Ross.
Ross Francisco Lindor.
Thank you for saying that. Thank you for saying that. Just remember, we had to suffer through those guys. Mike Baxter would have never started for anybody.
Yeah.
Kurt Neuenheis would have never started for no other team either.
And he wouldn't accept it. I remember Marvin Miller telling me, so in the inning right here, this pop-up, Marvin Miller real quickly just...
Yo, you know how they...
I don't want to hear anybody ever complain about it.
Well, that's because you had the leather helmet on. You didn't have the...
What were you saying, Top?
Like, yes, you know, El Diablo. Look, I stopped it at the most nastiest part right here.
Wow.
That's stupid. Yo, they traded David Wright as if he was the Carmelo Anthony after the 2013 year, where they just put a bunch of bums around Carmelo Anthony on the Knicks, and they just say, "Go ahead, try to win us a chip."
Try to win with this.
Yeah, that's what the Wilpons did to David Wright during this time.
Monday, as Wainwright goes down swinging. Runner goes.
Yo, looking at those
to shallow left. Baxter coming on to make the grab. Cardinals in the top of the sixth.
Baxter.
And it's pulled the third one high to David Wright. And he throws out Beltran.
Yo, did Mike Baxter ever see the field again after this game?
Yeah, bro, I think no.
He never came back. Like he broke his collarbone.
Hey, he left his signature style.
Yo, he left his collarbone on the city field.
Yo, his collarbone is still on the actual pad.
Oh my god! They should draw a picture of a bone on that field.
And just put it right there, right?
Be like, this is where Mike Baxter's collarbone was.
Yo, we all thought this man was.
He saved the. Oh, this is it right here.
Right here.
Toma!
Right
Yeah.
Wow.
3-1. It's a tapper down to first.
The things that the Mets had to do to break these curses, like you had to like break body parts to like save.
To break curses.
Oh my god. The Mets, in order to win a World Series, they're gonna have to like sacrifice a lamb or something.
He was 107 by this point. Oh my god.
Neuenheis looked at him like, "What are you doing, stupid? Like, why are you out here?" Yo,
oh my god!
How many like ridiculous plays? At this, but they didn't even go to commercial. They just let it rock.
No, they let it rock. Yeah.
Oh, see, that was me right there, Torres. At that point, they were just swinging at everything.
Yeah, they were like, they're just trying to get something.
Nigga had 100 and oh my god, I remember watching this in my room with my boys, my neighbors, and my brother. I think who was it? I think my brother was mad young. Oh, the one APU, my hand, the one that went to play baseball with us, he was mad young at the time. And he goes, "Man, this man, yo, oh no, it wasn't him, my other brother." He goes, "Yo, he's throwing 139 miles per hour." I'm like, "What?" He's throwing 139 pitches.
139 pitches. Just like,
oh my
god. 139 miles per hour. I'm like, "Yo, bro, he would have broken his arm, bro."
Yeah, because I mean, again, he was never the same. He was never the same after that. Like that's the crazy part. It just
no, but I'm saying that my brother said that he's throwing 139 miles per hour instead of pitches. I was like, "Yo, bro,
that would have been a nice stat to say. I threw 139. The fastest, the next person's like 101. Ain't nobody touching my fastball. Oh man, I'm thinking about like awesome games like off the top. Like we had that game 163 where Al Leiter completely dominated the Reds. That was another
one hitter.
Yeah, the one hit. Yeah.
Oh, 99, the top right home run against Arizona.
Top right home run. Game. You know, I had a cool moment with John Franco once.
Jumped up when Steve Philly jumped up. I thought he caught the ball, and when I see him go like this,
I know when he was looking at. You know why he didn't catch that ball though?
Because the wall.
He hit like a dip in Shea Stadium, and he couldn't make the jump.
And the wall got
stuffed his glove. Yeah. So many. I talked to what do you call it? Oh, the Mets played the Giants. I still remember this. We were in San Francisco in the playoffs, and John Franco comes up. It was extra innings, I believe. John Franco comes up,
talking about.
and he's facing Barry Bonds.
Barry Bonds. Yep.
And I talked to John Franco about this moment because I was like, yo, I said, thank you for that, because like that moment still lives in my mind. He was like, oh man, that's awesome. Thanks. But like, I didn't want to bother him because he was eating. Like, we happened to just be like walking, and he was in a pizzeria in the city. So I was like, my wife kept saying, go get an autograph. I was like, no, I'm not gonna bother them. I was like, hey, I don't want to bother you. I just wanted to thank you for that moment. And he was like, thank you. And I just kept it moving because man's eating his pizza. I'm not bothering him, but that was a dope moment. Like I can't believe he struck out, and he struck him out looking like that was like a dope moment.
I do for my own personal reasons. I do want to play this one because I think this is etched in stone as a historic moment. It's unfortunately the last moment that he got to share.
He gets a lot of crap for this, which I don't think.
I don't know why. I don't know why.
On the mound, and Reyes takes ball one.
Oh,
I mean, listen, it was supposedly it was Terry Collins' idea to take him out the game anyways. So if somebody want to give shit to, you give.
The man batted .336, man. Like, what do you want? Like, I don't know. Do better next time.
And it's a beauty. Francisco has no play, and Reyes has a hit under his belt.
And we weren't playing for anything in 2011.
That he wanted to try and bunt for the hit, and he pulled it off perfectly. Something Reyes has done very little of this year, and his batting average goes up to .337.
Well, not only a perfect bunt, but also takes all the pressure off Jose and places it firmly and squarely on the shoulders of Ryan Braun. It's so critical to get that.
There was a lot, honestly. There was a lot of
coming out of the game right now. Yeah. They're taking him out after a leadoff hit. And so Reyes, after leading off the bottom of the first inning with a bunt single, exits. Now,
they couldn't resign him.
Reyes is now at .337.058. Ryan Braun could overtake him by going 3 for 4 tonight.
And he didn't. And we took that. So thank you.
Cliffhanger avoided.
There's one that I do like to watch because I mean it was I don't remember it as this one actually.
Here's the 1-1. And it's driven in the air to right field pretty deep. Encarnacion back at the wall. It is gone. A home run. Jose Reyes takes Carpenter deep.
You remember he used to do, what was it, like the Professor Reyes? Or like he used to try to
the Spanish the Spanish things? Yeah.
And then he would be like, no.
Yo, you used to love watching Reyes run the bases. Jesus.
Remember this one right here?
2-1 coming.
You used to kill
Reyes cracks it. Deep right field. Back goes Altair. Looking up at the wall. It's out of here.
It can't be AP. They told us that we never beat.
Reyes ties the game with a 2-run homer.
That was like his last.
It's like last hurrah as a man. It's like.
I love that we're also seeing that the Knicks suffered their worst loss of the season. That's awesome. Like, oh man. Well, we're not talking about that right now.
Who they played?
Okay,
Oklahoma City. OKC.
Oh.
There's one last one that I wanted to play.
That can't be OKC. That's twice the OKC beat.
OKC is just a different monster right now. There's one that was probably down here somewhere, but they got Toronto highlights. This is nasty. Oh, this one right here.
You see what's happened to him.
Reyes lifts one to deep right center field. Kearns going back, and it's out of here. Jose Reyes leads off the bottom of the first inning with his 7th home run of the year, and the Mets have tied the game at 1-1. Well, the Mets have owned the first inning this year.
Guys,
and after giving up an unearned run in the top, Reyes gets it right back.
Well, it's just the fastball, sinker, and didn't get it away enough. Let's look at the catcher's glove. He threw it right on the outside corner where he was set up. He's on a pace for 67 walks.
And he rips this one to deep right, and it's over Kers's head. Reyes heading for second, and he'll settle for a two-base hit.
He really jumped.
Right now, he's looking like he just can't be
I used
stopped.
to love the way that was.
A 9-game hitting streak. In 8 of the 9, he's had 2 or more hits. 15 games, he's had 10 doubles. And now up among the league leaders. And he hits this one to deep right center. Kearns back. Can't get it. And Reyes will easily get to third.
Look at that shit. That shit was beauty to
And
watch.
he's in standing with a 3-base hit. And he's just a single away from a cycle.
He should have been a Met for
probably
life.
should have caught, but he didn't.
He just missed it, Gary. Look. My goodness. He's gonna catch that.
Gary? Gary, look.
My goodness.
How dare you play baseball so badly, dude? Gary, did you see he's garbage, Gary? He's garbage.
Bro, how hasn't Keith Hernandez got beat up in a parking lot yet? Just for the sarcastic shit.
How Keith Hernandez has been able to have a job like for this whole time. Like I've always felt he's about to like slip up at any moment and just be like,
Now I see.
look
Now
how
I see
shit
why
this
Keith
guy is,
doesn't
Gary.
fuck
Do
with
you
him.
see it? Gary, he's just complete shit. Like,
yo, bro, now I understand why Keith don't fuck with him because it's like, my nigga, you sound corny, but it's funny as hell because he's just so casual. Like,
yo, Keith, and it requires everything in my memory to think like Keith is like Cuban, like he's of Cuban descent somewhere.
Yeah,
and it's
yeah,
just
yeah.
like, yo, Keith is saying
You forget.
Gary, did you see this, Gary?
I love his reactions when they make an error or something. You can hear it through the microphone. It's so funny, bro. Like,
yo, Keith says some outlandish stuff. I still remember when Keith was like the girl in the dugout was like, I'm not saying women should be in the kitchen. I was like, wow, why are you even going this route?
Wait a minute. Hold up.
I was like, son, you're gonna get suspended
watching
at
it,
least. Like,
that's
and
why
then he did it. Then he wasn't there the next. I was like, yeah, Keith, you
when
bugged
it's
out.
blowouts,
You bugged
I
out.
love watching it sometimes because of the commentary is out of this world. Like they start talking about some random.
What when there's
crap,
blowouts?
so
when like there's
yeah,
no, when there's
those are the
nothing
best
going on.
combos.
Yeah,
Those are the best combos, bro.
You know
they
what?
start
though?
like
I
opening
wanna,
up baseball cards and talking a bunch of nonsense.
I want to.
I don't know about all that, but
We talking about Mets classics, right? But I want to be able to talk about a Mets classic in where we talk about the young boys. This one right here, to me, this is where this kid said, I got balls and I don't give a fuck what y'all think. I'm here and I'm here to stay. I'm gonna show
we
y'all
at
right
199. We at 199 at this point.
We at 209 actually. Shout out to the
209. 209 people are watching us talk about Keith Hernandez wilding out. I love it.
210.
Oh,
Shout out
there
to
we
the
go.
210 in here.
Go
Yeah,
get your neighbors. Tell them to get
211.
give them
211. It's going
Wi-Fi
up.
password.
Yo, what is it with this weird shit? We keep talking about the counts and they just go up. Like I don't.
Yeah, that's weird.
I'm sure it's gonna go up after this.
Oh my God.
Pajo's on the move to the track. He couldn't find it. That's because it's over the wall.
He couldn't find it because it's over the wall.
Vientos.
I'm telling you, that kid's gonna be different, bro.
If we're doing Mets baseball classics, then I think we got to do a couple of things. One, we got to go back to '86 because that was the last championship, and the ultimate highlight was that Game 6. So we got to go back to that highlight because that's the one that defines.
All right,
all of
you're
this
the
team.
only one that can talk about it because I wasn't even born.
Yo, I was a toddler when this happened, so I can't even tell you what happened. I wish I could remember this shit. Like it would have been nice.
Okay, so you remember. So then you remember this one right here. Then I'll play you this one right. I got you. You remember this one right here.
Calvin Giraldi couldn't do it, and it's up to Bob Stanley, and it's up to Mookie Wilson, and the crowd is alive again. And Rick Aguilera praying that he'll get off the hook.
Man,
Wilson
Shea was
single
fast.
right, grounded out, and then
That lady that was behind it, she was like a season ticket holder for like forever. I remember seeing her like always
Dale
there,
Ford
like
just
in the
checked that
90s.
ball. Rudner now he's going out to talk to Stanley. I wonder what that's all about.
Stanley throws, among other things, a palm ball.
Yo, his voice is just like baseball. Like
Scully.
Yeah, Vince Scully's just baseball, man. Miss him, rest in peace.
Yeah, God bless his dad.
55,078 here at Shea, and they have really been put through the ringer. One ball, one strike.
The Mets are losing at this point 5-4 in the bottom of the 10th. Wow. The Mets always got to win through some insane way. Like, it's never easy with the Mets.
Never. But again, that's part of the. That's why this fan base has so many people that have blood pressure problems. Problems.
Yeah.
Because
you can't be a Mets
it's like
fan
I told
and
you.
have health.
Literally, all I did was get a haircut the last month, and I had my barber ask me, "Why do I have a gray hair in the back of my head?" It's because of this fucking team, bro.
Yeah. Even the off season is dramatic.
Fucking Pete Alonso,
that's the whole.
Yo. You know what? Nah, it's not even that. It was more Andy Martino. It's more his fault because he's the one that said that Juan Soto should be signing by that day. So all I was doing was just looking at my phone and just like.
Andy Martino. I think my daughter's falling asleep. I think I could turn the lights back on.
Oh boy! Shout out to the 216 that's in here. Appreciate you.
Now you can see me.
Shout out.
Ray Knight at first, Kevin Mitchell at third. 2-2 to Mookie Wilson. And it's going to go to the backstop. Here comes Mitchell to score the tying run, and Ray Knight is at second base.
That's great.
The way he got out of the way from that pitch is nuts.
Yeah,
I know. If you don't get out of the way from it, bases loaded, you don't score.
And the funny thing about the Buckner situation is Buckner had a really fucked up back. He shouldn't even have been playing this game. So the fact that he gets so much shit, but
people
if
say
know
that
the guy's
if
hurt,
you would have caught it cleanly the ball, they still would not be.
Look, people throwing shit in the back.
3-2 to Mookie Wilson.
You already celebrate.
How you celebrating tying it? Like, wouldn't you say that shit for like
for later?
Yo, watching this highlight, he had a crazy at bat.
Yeah, no, this was nuts.
Inside, Gedman reaches for it. You see
I just came up with a dope throwback. We'll talk about it afterwards.
near where he was looking for the pitch.
5-5 in a delirious 10th inning. Line drive foul.
Yo, this was an at
Really had a crazy at bat. This is an amazing at bat.
You know what?
Can we just talk about?
I've never really looked at this at bat like this.
No, I just want to say, can we talk about how free that fan base looks? No technology, no. Wokeness.
Everybody's actually paying attention to the game.
Everybody's together. Like, bro.
Yeah. Nobody's like, yo, let me put this on Insta real quick.
Like, bro, like it was. Everybody says Coke years. I mean, was 86 the year it was okay to do Coke?
Well, I mean, that's the 86 Mets.
Just like is that like
Gooden, true story. Gooden was in the projects during the parade because he was
the parade.
Yeah, he missed.
Couldn't find him.
He missed. They couldn't find him.
That's crazy, bro. That's nuts.
Didn't see him. There it is again. You see, he just reaches for the ball. Down goes Mookie. It kind of sailed inside, and here comes Barrett in to talk to Stanley. Because had Mookie hit just a weak ground ball, Barrett was way out of position because they had a good chance to get Knight at second base.
Can you believe this ball game at Shea?
Oh, brother.
So the winning run is at second base with 2 outs.
Like, I'm getting goosebumps just watching this because, again, I wasn't able to watch this I wasn't born, so just watching this is just
first behind the bag. It gets through
And the Mets win it.
Wow.
When are we gonna feel this?
You know when?
No,
Like
listen,
seconds
I'll
ago
be-
when you just saw it.
I just know when, because I like to manifest things. When we win a chip, I'll be knocking on AP and Chris's door. I'm gonna find my way to their cribs.
You ain't gonna be at my.
I'm
I'll
gonna
be.
I'm
I'm gonna tell you
stadium.
this much: the day the Mets
I'm
win,
being at
I'll
the
be running in the streets. I'm not going to work for like a month. I'm gonna be like,
I told my boss. My mom got mad at me.
This is how I want to be.
My mom got mad at me the other day because I told my boss, I was like, "Yo, I just want to let you know, it could be 10, it could be 5 years down. I don't care how long this process takes. I just want you, even if you're not my boss, by the time they win a chip, I just want you to know, I'm not coming into work."
I already told her. I told her about it straight away. I was like, "Yo, I'm not even joking. Like, don't look for me. Like, don't like. I'm going to be the first person at the parade." And the day that they win, I'm simply gonna call you after I've lost my voice and be like, I won't be coming in because I've fallen ill.
Right? AP's like, "Yo, fuck them kids. I just want a trophy."
I'm not saying all that. I'm just saying, not a lot is gonna be accomplished the day that the Mets win.
Yo, bro, imagine we would have said that he would have gone to work on Monday. Some parent would have walked in the office.
I'm not gonna say
that.
Oh my god! All right, well, this has been fun, guys. I've got to go.
You're gonna get AP in trouble.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say the next one that I'd like to do, like, and this is now coming it's coming back to the 2000s, the Beltran catch in Houston, where he had to go up that hill. Back when Houston thought it was back when Houston thought it was a good idea to have an obstacle course in the middle of the field. They had a pole over there.
I never understood that.
What are you people doing? Like,
never understood that. But yeah, no, we definitely, please, bro. What?
Here comes the
This was amazing, bro.
How
far you gotta hit it?
Towels Hill.
Towels Hill goes up the hill and he makes the catch as he falls to the ground on the top of Towels Hill. Carlos Beltran has just saved the ball game for the New York Mets.
You know what I love about the whole thing? He did it so casual,
like it was nothing.
I just go backwards to catch a ball.
But can we talk about how stupid it was to have a hill in the middle of a fucking baseball diamond?
Here's my thing. Wasn't he? He was in Houston before he got here, right?
Yeah, he had been traded to Houston for the playoff run. Then he became
from the Royals, right? He got traded from the Royals, right? They had that hill when he was there, so it's like he probably knew, like, it wasn't like
I'm gonna get screwed if I don't go up this hill. I'm gonna bust my ass.
He didn't play that many games. Well, yeah, it was half a season, so he had enough games.
And he had a crazy playoff run. His playoff run was what got him that money.
Before what this guy did, what's his name? He's in Seattle now. The Cuban dude, what's his name? At the Tigre, they're playing left field for them.
Oh my god.
Who are you talking about?
Why am I playing? He was with the Rays and he got traded to Seattle.
Rosarena.
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 Before Rosarena's run, Beltran had the record with like 8 straight games with a home or some shit.
Oh man, now you're talking about Delgado. Delgado's insane RBIs against the Yankees game was nuts. Delgado had a bunch of games.
9 RBIs in that game.
Yeah, I'm trying to. Oh, this one. So I got a funny story about this one right here. I'll play it and not this story.
3-1 to Delgado, and he goes with a deep right.
Hey,
where he hit it, right?
Right there's where I was sitting for that Rays home run, by the way. Like right there when that ball landed.
Wait, he took that from the ground.
Yeah, I don't know how he hit that. That ball was.
Oh my, yeah, bro. No, isn't it ironic? And again, I don't want to. Isn't it ironic how it seems to me like the Mets during the entire 2006 season owned the fucking St. Louis Cardinals, but then in the playoffs it just.
I always feel like that happens.
Yo, bro, like I don't.
Fucking AP, man. I mean, fucking top, man. I bring that shit up.
I'm sorry, yo, bro.
They should have won the championship in 06.
I would have taken any other regular season game that they would have beat our ass and changed it with that one game, bro. Because I swear, if we would have went to the World Series, we were gonna win it. I guarantee.
Because Detroit wasn't that great, right? They was like.
I mean,
no, Detroit was going to get beat by anybody that year. Like they were not going to beat. It was going to either be us or St. Louis. They were not going to beat the National League.
You think? My question: You think Met fans now? You see how the mentality is? Oh, we haven't won the title in '86. Even though you still want to win a title, you think they would be that crazy about it now?
Well, yeah, because like, hey, I mean, for me, I know that. If I got a championship in 06, at least I could hang my hat on it a little bit. But
that's what I'm saying. Like at least you think Met fans.
Yeah, but then you're still. It's been almost 20 years since then. So I mean, look at Yankee fans that won in 09. They're So I think it becomes the longer that it goes, like regardless, like I just think it's insane that we haven't won shit since '86. Like it's about to be 40 years. I've watched no champion. All right, we're not talking about that. We're celebrating good memories. How about you got any? Well, I got another one. I got two.
Before you get to that one, you get to those, the backstory that.
That's right. You were going to talk about
that. They played the next day, and I vividly remember. Like, mind you, I remember where I was sitting when they clinched. I remember the game after that, and I was sitting. I would say probably a couple. I was sitting obviously in the homeless section at the top. But I was sitting in the row where the first base dugout was.
Guys, don't let Top fool you.
Yeah, he's rich. Ladies, hit him up.
And I just remember when we got there and we sat down, the first thing I asked my grandfather at the time, and I was 5 years old. All I asked him was, where did Delgado hit his 400? And he pointed. And that's all. That's like I vividly to this day remember that. Like that's a moment that knock on wood. But if God ever calls for my grandfather, that's a moment that I'll hang on forever because that's not even. It wasn't even like we're here or whatever. Like wow, this is cool, whatever. And I took a moment. The first thing that I asked him when we sat down was, where was the 400 right there, and he pointed. Right, so it's like looking at this game. Like I don't have too many vivid memories. Like I have pictures of going to Shea, which I'm thankful that I could say that I've been to Shea at its last moments before they knocked it down. But that moment right there, I'll forever remember it just because.
So, ladies, he's rich and he's family oriented. Hit him up. What was I gonna say?
My wedding's gonna be at Citi Field.
There you go. Blue and orange tux.
Yes.
I had a Mets blue tux and orange tie when I got married.
Did you?
I did. I was like, yo, I'm not Mets blue and orange. Those are my favorite colors. I was like, I'm rocking it. I don't care.
Look at that, bro.
No, and my shoes were like really
my wife would left me in the altar by myself.
Yo, Chris's wife.
I really did. I was like, yo, you gotta take it or leave it. It is what it is.
She would have been just dumb and dumber. Like,
she would have been like, yo, she would have took everybody over there. She would have been like, yo, let's leave this fool. Talking about pulling up.
But it wasn't like I was in a Met jersey. It was just a nice royal blue jersey.
I'm saying about my wife putting that.
The casual colors for a wedding is like black and white. So
yeah, but I just thought that shit was boring. I didn't want to do that. I was like,
if you want to be different, that's what.
Yeah, I wanted to be difficult. I guess happy me, happy me. That's how I look at it. Happy me, happy me.
Nothing's worse than my ex-girlfriend at the time saying, "If we ever get married, I want to have a red and white wedding."
Yeah,
local.
I said white wedding.
I texted my uncle and I was like, "Yo, should I leave her now or should I leave her later? Like, what should I do?" Because she just bro, red and white.
You call them.
It sounded like she was waiting for her period on your wedding. I don't know.
Yeah.
Is it something?
One of his students is watching this right now.
Oh, come on.
Why you gotta bring
Yo, blur my face.
They're gonna be like, hey, what's up? Hey, no,
All right,
know
now
about that.
I'm really just gonna be on some like, all right, guys.
Oh man.
Yo, man. So AP, what were the next two you were thinking about?
Oh, what do you call it? You had the 2 outs at home plate with the Dodgers. That was such a stupid way to lose. I can't believe they lost that game like that.
I could believe it.
Yeah, the Dodgers really did some dumb shit. Maybe we could run through some
not
Jose Reyes, some Rare Ordonez highlights too.
Yeah, yes. We can actually, well, we'll run that, and then we can run some P. I think it's only fair because he's not a Met at the moment. We could run some Pete Alonso home runs.
So they're already Mets throwbacks because Pete Alonso.
I have to. He's not. Hey, you know, he's not a thing. He's not a Met right now, so I gotta. He's not a Met, so there's nothing I can really do.
My dad was watching the Spanish news, and they were like, Pete Alonso could sign tonight. I was like, all right.
Tonight.
Yeah.
Tonight.
We're pushing spaces and fucking the news. This is wild.
That's basically what it was.
That's what it is, yeah.
We're really expanding that much.
Look at Russell Martin, yo.
So working from behind. Martin will take that one to right field. Sean Green going back. Didn't get a good read. That's going to bounce off the wall.
Didn't get a good read.
They got a shot at the plate. Here's the relay. Balanced in time.
But look at this. I don't understand. I still don't understand. Like, the ball got thrown home. Why is that man running behind him?
But the better question would be who was their third base coach?
Well, that dude obviously like wanted to
high.
leave immediately.
Yeah, he's high. You have to be, bro. Maybe. Or he probably took some drug that had him on.
No, but can you go back to his face when they show him? Like they showed him, and he's like trying to hide. He was trying to right there. Look at that man's face. He's trying to like, oh no.
Dude, like, damn, man.
The moment you immediately know you're not coming back next year, like
this is when he knew he fucked up.
Yo, he knew I'm not gonna have a job in major leagues ever again.
Yo, bro, he probably took his family out of LA. He was like, they're never gonna respect me for this shit. I gotta leave.
I think after Grady Little, I think got fired. After I never saw him again.
Bro.
This is unbelievable.
Yo, we still got 210 people rocking with us.
220.
220. Yo, God bless you guys.
First they get Kent, and then actually
and the families you're neglecting to watch. I literally have my daughter here, like she was crying. I'm like, all right, well now I feel like an awful person. She knocked out like a couple minutes ago.
That's crazy.
That's
why
I still don't understand that. Like that is nuts to me that they really did that.
Let me see how.
You're looking for Jose Valentin highlights.
His two home runs in the clincher. I think
Considers. He hits this one in the air to deep right.
I still blame him from that game 6 because he hit into that double play when he had the bases loaded. He would have came through there. We would have won that game. But he had an amazing season 2006.
First hit of the game, a 2-run homer, and the Mets jump out to a 2-0 lead.
We just needed one hit.
This man was like 37, 38.
Yo, the Mets got the most out of some old Latinos around that time. We got Moises Alou, Julio Franco. Julio Franco was 78 years old, hitting like bombs for us at that point. He was coming out the retirement home, hitting home runs. Like, save the mashed potatoes. I gotta hit him dingers.
What was the next one?
Oh, the Rare Ordonez highlights.
Ah, okay.
Rare Ordonez was When I tell you, this man was like our Ozzie Smith.
He was, bro. This was the
This was the
put him on the
game.
map.
Yo,
Put him on the map, bro.
this was a great highlight. What a throw that was.
Look at.
Did you see that garbage throw?
Yeah,
he still got him.
Look at Roy Clayton's reaction. Like, how he did that?
How did he know that he was
On
going to
his
throw that
knees.
garbage ass throw like that?
Oh.
Son.
6-4-3. And there aren't many who would start a double play on a ball hit there. What a play by
Nick
Ordonez.
was quick, bro.
Not only the catch, but the throw. Watch the throw again. He has the ability to throw strikes with his body in any position.
The man was just a genius on the field.
Ooh. Look at that. And he had a cannon. He had a cannon, boy.
Cannon.
But the range is what I always was impressed with because he could go left or right, and he was just like he could get to anything.
Look at that shit, bro. Oh, watch this. Oh my lord.
Oh.
It's like the announcers couldn't even believe it.
That's a fair ball.
Yo. Thank you, man. We were blessed, bro, to watch. Look at this. Hey, please come in. Off
Did
bat.
you see that at home plate?
It looked like he was safe too.
Don't be hating on Ray Dooney.
We beat Maya though. He's out. Nah, he tagged him. It was a force play.
Yeah, no, he was out. Yeah,
he was out.
He was out.
It was a force play because bases were loaded.
Damn, it wasn't even close.
Yeah, nah. Aye.
He was just
Fernando Tatis who?
Get up there to know what you want to do. Breaking ball, they may not be able to get.
Look at it. Look at this. Look at this. How you do that?
Oh, honey, what a release by Ray Ordonez on a slow hit.
In the air, bro.
So basically, he was like the Juan Lagares of a shortstop, where he can't hit shit, but he plays amazing defense.
Yeah, no, he was amazing on defense. If he would have been able to, and the crazy thing is, we talk about that he can't hit, but the man hit higher than Pete Alonso. So
okay.
He just couldn't. He had no.
He just didn't have any home runs.
No pop, no nothing.
Yeah. He never hit he never hit anything over 265, 270. He was like a 270.
I don't even think he hit 250. I don't even think he.
Look at this shit.
Wow, bro.
This man was a defensive wizard.
Legend.
Yeah, people couldn't believe it, bro.
Sheesh.
I know people hated him. Like guys that used to
look, but that's what I'm talking about. His range was nuts. Like he really was able to go up the middle.
Look at this. That was before people were flipping with their gloves. He was doing that way before that.
Son, he was on ESPN all the time.
That's funny, bro. Look how effortless that looks.
Making a fine play and then flipping the ball to Alfonso, who gets it to first.
Yatsa not running. Ordonez keeps it in the infield.
Look at this.
Wow.
Christ. Jesus Christ. Man said, I don't even have to look at the baseball. I'm just like this.
That's fucking crazy.
He just threw it.
Look at that shot, bro. Bro, he was playing street ball.
Just to see what the next one is. Jesus Christ, how do you beat that?
I think first base he was safe though.
Watch. Top, there's one that he did that you know. What did he just do?
Look at this shit.
How do you do that? That's
yo.
Oh, he was safe at first.
I think this is the one.
Up the middle, still a
He took it from the second base.
He took it from, yep. He took it from nasty. This is the one. He took it from
Wow.
He said, yo, you're gonna make it. I'm gonna...
Yo, pero esa segunda base es un estúpido. You nigga charge for that shit. Look at this shit. Oh my god. Wow.
He was doing the Derek Jeter shit before Jeter.
Yankee fans don't want to hear that shit.
Shake your head in disbelief. And Ordonez got a bad jump on that ball. And how do you make this throw? Full extension, look at this.
That's already have a run in. The game tied at 2.
Oh, this is one home run.
The one RBI that he got in his life.
Is Ray Ordonez with an RBI single, the go-ahead RBI. Mets lead it 3-2. First and second with 2 down. The 1-1 to Olerud in the dirt, trickling behind Whit.
Damn, they got commercials for the Wiz.
You remember the Wiz?
Oh man, yeah.
Nobody beats the Wiz.
Zimmer pulled that play here. Hit hard off the Morris.
That's how you can tell that you didn't hit for shit. Like they're showing little infield singles. Like
they're trying to give him some type of credibility.
He still got something.
Look at this shit. Little bloopers.
I think they should have just stuck to him getting outs. I don't think that they had to play him like this. I think we could stop. Is that it? They're just gonna keep showing hits.
Yes. Actually, he got a home run.
Oh, he got that one home run in his life.
He hits one home run every September.
Every September.
And he pimped it too.
Congratulations, Ray! You got that home run.
And it was a grand slam.
Yep. That probably accounted for the majority of his RBIs in his career.
Which was like 6. It could be. Talk about a wizard. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, he was really good.
Talk about a wizard. Now we could end it off on a brother that
Oh, he's gonna be here, bro. I'll be here because of this. I remember.
Yo, y'all motherfuckers at that watch party are so lucky I didn't give it up. Because it got to my phone like 3 seconds before that shit happened. I was about to just start yelling.
You knew already?
Yeah, so I was telling AP that because it was delayed, I had already got a notification saying Pete Alonso was back in all caps. And then like somebody put Pete Alonso exclamation point. So I would have, even though I didn't know I knew it was a home run. There was no other fucking way. Mm-hmm. So I was about to do this, but then I was like, I caught myself like stopping here because you guys were looking at the screen, and I was like, you know what? Let me just see what the fuck happens. And then
I just remember when that whole thing was the whole inning outcome, the way it started. And I remember looking at y'all. Look, it was me, Josh, Jay Fern, and Rue, and we looking at each other. And when we looked at it, it was like, yo, home run right here. I'm like, and then Josh goes, bro, the ball always finds you. The ball always finds you. And when that ball went out, bro, I hugged Jay Fern like
nah, me, yeah, he hugged me.
He was jumping up and down, bro.
He hugged me. He was
crazy.
He hugged me. This one was one of my favorites.
The bases are loaded for Alonso. Terry Francona is going to make a pitching change and bring in Karinchak to face Alonso. And Pete flies one to right field. Back goes Brennan to the warning track at the wall. It's out of here! A game-tying grand slam from Pete Alonso.
That's when Peter Blanco's at his best. He goes all the way.
What do you say? Apple
starts going out the other way. Watch out. That's when
he's won 4 straight games for the second time in his career. His 71st home run at Citi Field, tying him with Lucas Duda for the Citi Field record.
Jesus Christ. Lucas Duda was in the fucking
So with that being said, I still say he's coming back.
I mean, if he's smart.
Into center field. This one is back at the wall, and it's gone. A new rookie
I wish we would have had
home run king.
this guy call it.
Aaron Judge and stands
Call
53 home runs in his rookie season.
this guy call it Gary Cole because
Oh,
that
this
shit was
one?
like
Yeah.
yeah. It sounded like so.
Yeah, that was annoying and freaking Fox.
Yeah. Couldn't know.
Crazy, man. Bueno, con eso yo digo que iba a firmar.
Well, I mean, in terms of what's going on now, like we know that the 3-year deal he put on the table, whatever. You guys heard about Jeff Hoffman signing with the Jeff Hoffman signed with the Blue Jays.
Did you see the report before that, right?
So,
digs it out, sends it in the air, deep center field. There it goes.
I still to this day don't understand how the fuck he got that. Like that's crazy.
Bro, he got power, bro. He got power. He just got to be more controlado.
Like, bro, what the?
It doesn't even make any sense. Like how,
bro, bro. But then
what?
if he would have threw that ball over here in this area, this nigga would have broke his back.
I mean, I don't know, man. I say like for the options that are left, these are best options. What plan B is, I don't know.
Pete just needs to come back, man. Just come back.
And this charades and
let's do it one more time. One more time.
3 years. 3 years. Easy 3 years. Nothing.
Get you the Mets record so you could sit there and be like,
stop being a bitch, bro. Like, listen, Scott Boras failed you. Like, I'm sorry. Listen, you want me? Listen, look. When it comes to this crap, I'm gonna be brutally honest.
Mm-hmm.
Just stop being a girl. I understand it. People are gonna be like, "Well, Top, you gotta understand. It's his money. It's money involved." I get it. But my brother, your market's not there. Your market is dead. Your market is dead. They had 5 first basemen signed at 4, I should say, signed before you. They're not even better than you, my guy. And they signed before you. Like, that should tell you everything. Your market is not there. Like, just listen. If the Mets decide to,
do you remember when this guy signed Walker? You know, Walker was the next best thing after P, right? That was like the plan B, if anything. Bro, when he signed, like 6 first basemen signed after that, and teams started trading for first basemen.
It felt like everybody said, "Yo, let's make $1 billion trades."
So I don't know what he was waiting for. Like you know what Scott Boras probably said?
There.
Scott Boras says like, "Don't worry, we got this because there's no options out there. We good." But little that they know is that the Mets hold all the cards and all this. And guess what they did? They played it smart. Listen, they gave him a great deal before. He said no. He went to get Scott Boras. Fine, I get it. You're trying to get your money. I'm never gonna knock a person trying to get your money. And it didn't work out for him. So right now it looks like he gave, like these guys said before in the space, he gave Scott Boras a limit to get him the most money. Obviously, Scott Boras didn't read the market well. Like he didn't play the cards right. So right now, what he's doing is taking control again. I'm like, yo, listen, talk to the Mets. I want to go back. If it's 3 years, it's 3 years. So what? So be it. I think that's what's happening.
I agree with you. I think that like right now, Pete really just needs to swallow his pride and say like, yo, if I really want to be here and this is what they're offering me, it makes a lot of sense for us both to be in union as opposed to just like going off to play in Anaheim for 4 years and doing nothing.
To be honest, if he's a guy that wants to take a short-term deal with opt-outs, his best play is the Mets because he's gonna have Juan Soto and Lindor on that. We don't know what Pete Alonso's gonna do with that kind of Guys,
No, I think that the Mets also need to just I think if they really want to, like I said earlier, if they really want him, I think they just have to meet him halfway. But at this
I
point,
think they will get it
I
done.
don't.
They'll
I
get
don't
it
know.
done sooner or later. They get it done sooner or later.
Bro,
I don't think this is gonna drag to February. I don't believe
I'm
that. And
losing
if
my
it
fucking
does,
patience.
and if it
But
goes
it's
to
all right.
February, I'd say, you know what, he might as well just be gone because
Yeah.
at that point, what you gonna do?
Bro, we're gonna be talking about this for years to come. That's
I
the
feel
thing.
like we're gonna be talking about it like till the like in the middle of the
Well,
season. Do you
just
think
like
Pete's gonna sign by July 17th or?
oh, he's gonna sign on David Rice nut day.
Oh man, yeah,
I would
no,
absolutely snuff the fuck out of him. Like
that
it
would
took
be
you to this,
crazy if he did
took you
that
to
based
this.
off that video.
Like yo, oh
Oh,
my
you want to
god.
talk about future David Wright? I'm signing on your day.
Yeah, I know. Scott Boris told me it'd be a good idea to sign on the day a legend is getting his number
Yeah,
retired. He said, I gotta
and
go
then he's
pop
gonna
this
do
over.
like a whole thing where he's gonna like come in like in a taxi, and they're gonna be showing him walking into Citi Field, but he doesn't play that day. He just comes
He
in.
out here, yeah. He out here giving David Wright flowers, and then he's gonna go to the podium and be like, "I gotta know," gives his whole spiel about David Wright. Says, "Oh, by the way, I'm back." Like, yo, I swear to God, I'm gonna jump over that rail and I'm gonna spear the shit out of this nigga. You made me wait this fucking long? Like, is this what you made me wait for?
Is this what you want?
God,
We had to
bro,
watch.
no.
We had to watch Beatty play a whole half of a season.
Because
How
I'll be the dumbass.
dare you?
I'll be the dumbass to walk right in the dugout. Be like, yo, Beatty, go get your bags, bro. Let's go,
Yo,
Baba.
it's time to leave.
I'll take
Time
you.
to leave.
I'll take you.
I hope that Beatty plays good, but I mean, I don't know what to expect from Beatty, to be honest.
Yeah, I just don't understand the frustration. Like, listen, you knew this was gonna happen. You knew that if the kids are gonna play, he's gonna be part of that. Like, why? I don't understand why people are trying to act like they didn't see that coming. Like,
well, I don't know.
But
I do not
that's
know.
the fan base. That's the fan base. But we got 217 in the building. We appreciate everybody for tuning in. We don't.
I appreciate myself. I appreciate
everybody.
myself for staying up because I was like, I'm fighting it. It hurts. It hurts right now. I'm physically hurting from being awake. So I want to give myself a shout out for staying awake for this.
We'll start making a list of ways to keep AP up.
Like a baby now.
Oh, he don't work tomorrow, so he good.
I'm good. Until my son wakes up at 5, like, hey, Dada, I want cereal. And I'll be like, Dada was up talking about rare donias at 11 o'clock at night. How dare you?
A las 5 de la mañana, AP.
Oh, yeah, my son wakes up. Well, he wakes up usually around when I wake up. So, like, on tomorrow, I'm trying not to wake up, but he'll feel that I should be like 6:30 and be
He
like,
determines your wake up call.
oh my God. The funny thing about him is that he said, like, when he grows up, he wants to be a Met. And I'm like, oh, okay, you like baseball? You want to play baseball? No, I don't want to play baseball. I don't want to play baseball. I just
wants to be a Met.
He wants to be a
I don't
mascot.
understand what that means. Maybe he's gonna be the future Mr. Met. Who knows? Hey, I mean, if you've seen Mrs. Met lately, I'm not mad at my son.
Hey, he won. He made it. Like
Mr. Met. Yo, you remember the Mets? The Mets had kids. Mr. and Mrs. Met had kids. The kids have disappeared. I think that they sent them to like another team or something.
Just wait till your son takes off the mascot of the girl that's hiding under the Mrs. mascot.
Oh,
Then
man.
it's not really.
That's gonna be
It's
a
not
lit
really
wedding. That'll be such a lit wedding when they're both wearing Mr. and Mrs. Met heads and they're just like walking down the altar.
Yo, why do I feel like your son is gonna be the Mr. Met mascot, the one that sticks his middle finger up?
Oh, I can see that. He's my son, so yeah, I can see that. The Mets are getting blown out. He's just done with it. Like he's like, oh. How does Mr. Met even have a middle finger if the dude has only like 4 fingers? That doesn't even make sense.
I don't listen. That was the most gangster shit I've ever seen in my fucking life, bro.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
That Mr. Met got fired. Like that's
he got fired.
That's somebody.
He got fired right on the spot.
Yeah.
They told him never come
You
back.
can't be doing that and wearing the Mr. Met thing. That don't make no sense.
Yeah, but these kids, he had kids going to school the next day, some like have pre-K and shit, sticking up the middle finger, didn't even know what the fuck it is.
He's like, yo, Mr. Met did it. It's cool. It's cool. Mr. Met did it. I'm doing it too. Oh man,
Yo,
you can
but
barely even see me anymore because like the lighting here is just gone. So I'm just like the
I'm
glass is
telling you,
reflecting off this shit.
AP's
Like,
kids that they detect his next decision. As you can see,
oh
they're
no,
sleeping. He gotta turn off the light.
I did have good lighting this time. It was just I just don't unless you guys want me to go to the hallway, I'll go to the building hallway
Oh,
and
I mean,
be doing this
listen,
shit
Chris,
from the
Chris
hall.
see, you don't hear nothing about Chris's kids though. His son be quiet as a church mouse from what we seen.
No, if
That's
my
you
son
think
was
that
awake, he'd be
that
bringing
mute
the
button be
chicken.
on. I'd be pressing that mute button like ASAP, bro.
Now my son would just be here smacking keys and smacking the thing and be like, Dad, read to me. I'm like, oh my God. All
Oh
right.
my God.
I'm gonna need you to calm down.
How you think your kids would be if you took them to work?
If I took him to work,
Yeah,
I've
like how you
taken them
think?
just before. Like I've taken my son to walk around the school and he was a menace already. Like I was like, all right, it's time to go. It's time to
Yeah,
I need
Chris,
to get paid. I don't want you to break something here. Like, no.
Chris, I was working at a school in the summer. The just past and he came to get lunch. And I remember I said hi to AP, and his son looked at the tray, and he said, "That's nasty." And then he said, "I don't want that." Yo, AP's face, bro. In my AP just wanted to grab him by the neck, and just be like, "Nigga, you about to eat the fuck I get you." Like I saw. AP
I mean,
just
it
say
was
that.
nasty looking. I'm not even gonna lie, but like, I mean, those are things that you say inside, not to
In the house. Yo, he said it in front of
He said that's
the lunch
nasty.
ladies and everything, bro. All I told AP was I had no
No,
hand in cooking that. So yeah, that's not my fault.
and it's
So
to this day, I still find it hilarious that like top knew it was me just based off my voice because I was
a
talking
voice,
to my
yeah.
wife about some random shit in the street. He's like, yo, AP. I was like, what the fuck?
Yo, AP broke his neck. He's like, who the fuck
I
is
was
this
like, yo,
little
who the
chubby ass
hell is
nigga? Who the
calling
fuck is
me?
you?
I was like, holy shit.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
know
but
about my voice.
But then again, I
that
proceeded
is
to.
yo. I mean, I guess they must have like a real like distinct voice. I guess it's just
I
like
proceeded to be like, yeah, nah, I'm top bunk. He was like, nah, yeah, I know. I'm
yeah.
like,
I
oh,
was
do
like, I
you?
know. I remember your face from your like AV. Like I was like, I know who you are. That's just funny.
The Chris, I met Chris at a softball game, but he completely scared the shit out of me because I wasn't expecting to see any of y'all motherfuckers there. So when he was like, "Yo, top," I was like,
Yeah,
Yo, that just shows you that the world is like a small ass place when you're just bumping into people just randomly. Like, oh shit, like Twitter becomes real world. Like that's crazy.
yeah. When Twitter
I mean,
becomes real,
yeah. I mean, again, it was a funny day because I met Chris, and then all of a sudden, come to find out,
That you guys are related.
Chris is related.
we're
Like we're
related.
related. It's
Yeah.
crazy. So and then
Yo, I
on
mean,
top of that, Chris almost blew his quads out.
it's an island. It's an island. Like we could be all related somehow. Like I mean, I think
That's true.
I talked to Chris about like where my family's from DR. He's like, oh, what? And I'm like, yo, if we family too, that's gonna be nuts. Like I don't even know.
Wouldn't be
Yeah,
surprised,
no.
bro.
Listen, I wouldn't be surprised either.
I want to be related to Juan Soto though. Like if I could like hook me up with some tickets or something, that'd be great. That'd be great.
I want the suite, man.
You want the family suite? Chris has expensive taste. He's just like, yo, I wanna be up in the family suite next to Colin.
I swear to God, don't make me go to Yankee. Don't make me go to Yankee Stadium in May and come in with a sign that says, "Where's Juan Soto suite?"
Yo,
just to be petty.
the funny thing is, my brothers were talking about doing that, like going to a Met Yankees game, but like they were like, "Yo, we should go to the Yankees." Shit, I was like, "Yo," and I work like not too far from this. I don't want to fucking do that. Like, I don't want to freaking go to Yankee Stadium.
I don't
like,
want to die.
Huh?
Yeah, I don't want to die. I don't want to die.
Like, nah. I mean, we all about
AP
family
was like,
here. We go to the
train and
city.
go
Like, what are
across
we doing?
town, go to Queens, and take the brawl right there. Just
Listen.
the stadium.
Our shit's gonna be better because our 3 games against them in city falls on 4th of July week.
Which is
like,
my
that
son's
shit's
birthday.
gonna be popping.
Which is funny enough.
Yo.
It's my son's birthday, July 4th, and your son, Chris, your son's
7th.
birthday is right there too. So
that shit.
Mm-hmm.
That shit's gonna be popping. I feel bad for anybody that's in.
It is. Another funny story between me and Chris is that me and Chris had kids literally in the same weekend and at the same hospital. Like it's
hospital.
insane.
We probably would have bumped into each other.
We probably could
that would have
have.
been
Like,
that would have been
like,
funny.
yo, I saw you in the hospital. Yeah, my wife was giving
yeah,
birth.
man.
Yeah.
I was the one like telling people stop yelling. I'm having a kid right now.
Did y'all see the bombazo that Jose Siri just hit in the Dominican League?
I heard that he's doing his thing.
I'm about to show y'all right now. Give me 1 second.
Yo, we got highlights. Yo, we about to take this to hour 3.5.
I'm about to show y'all right now.
We don't want to go to sleep tonight. Tonight is
he deserves respect because he's part of our team and I don't really think a lot of people talk about him enough.
I think we're waiting for Pete Alonso to sign. That's what we're doing, right? We're waiting for that
too, because he could be a Mamao
in the morning. Pete Alonso signing.
He could be a Mamao and the planning.
De los Toros del Este. Patazo profundo por el left field. Ni se movió el jardinero izquierdo. Enorme.
My God. Águilas are not doing the thing.
Yeah, they trash.
Del Cibao. Avanzamos en la construcción de la terminal más moderna del país y el Caribe. Estamos creciendo para ti. Aeropuerto Internacional del Cibao. Llegó Safe. Ahora sí se puso sabroso el juego. Parece que se está cocinando con aceite La Joya.
I swear, when they
mejor
put
de
the
soya.
announcements in the middle of home run calls, it's bananas. Like, I don't...
Ahora se está cocinando con aceite. Oh, my God.
Yo, we absolutely suck this year, bro. Oh, my
God.
Bro, and I got to hear it from Jay fucking Friend, bro, every good fucking time.
It's all right. That's why I don't follow winter ball like that, so... I applaud it.
Chris is like, I don't deal with the bullshit. I'm trying to.
Mets is enough to stress me, bro. No other team is gonna stress me. I'm sorry.
I'm like refreshing Twitter to see if Pete. No, nothing about Pete right now.
Nothing. Right?
Nah, Pete's hibernating right now.
Sleeping. Yeah, Pete's sleeping. He gotta save his food for later.
Oh, that's
gonna. Do you think that the Phillies losing Hoffman impacts like the team?
I hope it does. I really do. I really hope it does. Yeah,
I hope it does. But to be honest, we rocked them in the playoffs, so I don't care.
I'm not scared of them. Right? Like this whole notion that the Phillies are the big bad wolves and Bryce Harper this, Harper. I don't get Bryce Harper can go kick rocks.
I was told that I watched my team like religion. I was told that we don't beat the Phillies. That's what I was told from people that don't watch the team.
Yes. Yeah, I was told that the Philadelphia
Phillies. I was
Phillies
like, I'm sorry, but you guys don't watch my team, so you can't judge my team because I watch them. We kill the Phillies all the time. No matter shitty year, good year, whatever year, we beat them.
I was told in Game 3 of the NLDS that Aaron Nola was going to pitch a shutout and was going to have us quiet in Citi Field. Mind you, you would think
the shutout was over when Pete smacked
Jesse Winker le dijo que se va para la mierda. You would think that Philly fans would do their research and be like, yo, let me check his numbers at Citi Field. That brother doesn't pitch well on Citi Field. I want people to understand that.
That brother don't pitch well against the Mets. I might be mistaken.
He might have had one or two. He might have had one or two.
We still kill the Phillies. Like they don't.
We still kill the Phillies, bro. And then on top of that, you have fucking Nick Castellanos talk about way if it comes back to Philly. I know they don't want it to go to Philadelphia. All right, nigga. All right. Francisco Lindor said bye.
Yeah. Oh my God. I want to give a shout out to the bad decisions. The bad decisions being made. I ended up copping. I told Chris before, like I ended up copping that DR jersey. I was like, yo, I don't trust the size. I don't trust that size in New Era. That shit looks extra tight. But I was like, yo, I guess I'm gonna go and pray that it's good. If not, it's gonna be one of those Juan Soto. Please sign this so I can at least I could frame that somewhere in my house. So I had to cop the World Baseball Classic jersey. I was like, yo, there's not like a lot of opportunities like in any of these websites really to buy it. So I was like, yo, let me jump on that shit now and copped it. But I don't know, man. That shit looked like it was choking that dude's neck. I was like, great. Like I'm gonna be like, hey kids, I'm wearing this jersey today one time and one time only.
Well, I'm trying to go next year to the World Baseball Classic. So
Oh, you're gonna hit up? Yo, I would have loved to. Like, it just
I
sucks that we can't have that shit here. I would love for 1 year for that shit to be in New York. Oh my god, I
Yeah,
would be
but
I
happy.
mean,
temperature shit ain't gonna work
bro,
out.
that temperature is no joke, bro. Like that shit. These motherfuckers can't handle it. But my dad went in 2023, and he said he was like that. It was like the best thing he's ever seen. But he also said that when
Oh my
that
god, can
Edwin
you
Diaz,
put the highlight of the Dominican game against the United States?
yes,
And
yes,
no,
yes.
no,
You talking
no,
about
like the one where we came back, and beat them. That was an amazing game.
what year was that?
I want to say it feels like
That was
2016. I'm not
that was
sure.
the 17 one. 17.
Didn't we lose that game? Oh no,
Nah,
that
we
was the
won.
right.
They
That was the
beat
one in
us in
Chicago.
San Diego.
That was
That was the one in Miami that we beat them.
oh, right.
That was an epic game.
It was this one right here. Bada bing, bada boom, son.
When Nelson
Hold up.
Cruz went off.
Nelson Cruz boomstick.
Hit a boom, bombazo, loco. I got you right now. Right now. Because, we got to reminisce.
While he's doing that, we're sponsored by Goya. This game was an amazing game.
And you tell me the WBC don't mean shit. Come on.
We need to definitely like hype this event more.
But they told me that this event doesn't mean shit. So.
Well, it means shit to me.
Yeah, no, words. It means it means a lot to me too.
Second pitch to Arenado, popped up.
DR also got one of the best jerseys.
Yeah.
Carlos Santana catching.
Look how flat. Like, he even got red sneakers on. Like, yo, man, our style is dope. Here goes. Marcus doesn't know who to play for.
Stroman. Marcus.
He switched up sides. Stroman.
And it sounds like
1 year he's American, the other he's Puerto Rican, I guess. Just like Alex Rodriguez. I wanted Alex Rodriguez to have no parts of DR.
Oh, yeah, me, yeah.
My father gave me his jersey from the DR team.
Hosmer coming in and catching the ball.
I can't believe Bautista was just playing that time. But he was retired a long time.
That's the atmosphere, and that's the culture that you see when he goes to the DR.
Eric Hosmer with a base hit off his former teammate. The first time he's ever faced him.
Right.
But he falls.
The restrictions are true.
Stanton left side. Machado gets one.
Oh.
Yo, Cano was so sick with it, like with the glove.
That was another one. He was smooth.
Have at least as many walks as strikeouts last year. Who would have thought? But that's a strikeout. 4 All-Star appearances. Stroman gets him chasing. 2-1 up the middle. Look at Robinson.
What a play.
What a play. Oh. Carlos Santana can't handle it. 2 out, 0-2 from Volquez. Center field. Marte calling for it. No. And it's dropped. Cruz thought he had it too. Kinsler's going to score easily. And Adam Jones will end up at
I forgot that happened.
And stop there. Miscommunication between center and right field, and it leads to the first.
Andrew Jones is a beast.
The 6'5" Cliff Floyd.
That was Marte's ball.
Yelich in on the hands. Flair, left field, drops. Another run for USA. And he'll end
Yo,
up
how many errors?
As Bautista didn't field to
There's
clean
2
up.
in the same inning.
2-0 United States.
Reminds me of the Yankees World Series.
And he smokes that pitch right to Manny Machado. But the United States scores a run on an error against Starling Marte, miscommunicating with Nelson Cruz, and then Volquez. Slapped by Reyes.
No, Reyes was still playing 2017. I feel like Reyes was retired for like 10 years already, bro.
Reyes aboard. Hitter back in that 2013 tournament. Machado will line this up to Crawford, and the double play executed perfectly. First win this afternoon. Julio Teheran started it off, and Paul Goldschmidt starts off the fourth inning rally for the United States.
Yankee great.
On and 2 away. And he likes the first pitch, center field, it'll fall. And Goldschmidt will come home. It's an RBI hit for Brandon Crawford. 3-0 USA. Not sure if Ian Kinsler faced him during the year. If he did, not much. They're in opposite leagues. And there goes Neris with the strikeout. Again, it's a full count for Joey Bats. Watch strike 3. An on-base machine. We'll see if he does it here. No, he's swinging just like last time. Carlos Santana again. Pitch number 59, back to Stroman. A little back up, turn around. Tough. He can reach triple digits when he's feeling it. Eric Hosmer, a diving Carlos Santana, finds Jumbo Diaz to sit down Eric Hosmer. We'll be able to show it later. Stanton first pitch. Wallops it to left center field, and it finds open space. Here comes Paul Goldschmidt to score. Giancarlo Stanton with the RBI double. The United States capitalizes.
Yeah, I remember that year. I think Stanton was with Miami still.
Yeah.
Crawford to the corner. Base hit at least, and now advances to the wall, and he'll bring in a run. The United States up by 5 with the Crawford double to bring home Stanton.
We all want to hear that they want to be here.
Manny Machado with a majestic drive to deep
that's where everything started.
Maybe this wakes up the Dominicans.
Manny absolutely destroys that baseball from 10.
I think he heard about this team never being shut out in World Baseball Classic history.
Damn, son, when he hit that shit.
To match Jose Bautista's trying to coax Tanner Roark through this inning. Carlos Santana past Roark and the infield. They're in business for 1. RBI 5-2. Pick aside. 2-2 center field. Jones right there. 2 runners left in scoring position, but 2 tallies for the Dominican team.
Adrian
number 11 to the first batter of the 7, and Robles wins the challenge.
Oh, former Met
That's
great.
Robles. Look at that.
Former Met great. Pointing Robles. Look, he's pointing there. Did he hit a home run? Oh my God!
I know. I would have. Yeah.
Oh my!
I thought that shit was gone.
Even watching the DR.
Starling Marte.
Problems here in the 7. Into the corner, Marte is full of speed. He'll end up with 2 bases to lead off the inning. The 2-2. Castillo likes it to left field. And it'll bounce up against the wall.
Castillo,
Starling Marte scores. Castillo slides
Starling Marte.
A lot, like,
and the Dominicans
disappeared,
inch a little bit closer. Down just 2.
Castillo was low-key nice.
The last couple seasons.
Reyes sharply to Hosmer, doesn't have a clean underhand toss in time.
You know what's crazy about Reyes being on that team is that they didn't expect him to start. They thought he was coming off the bench.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true.
Strikes out looking.
We've seen a lot of that there in his best time, right, boys?
Mm-hmm.
What a jump. Doesn't do it a ton. 3-2. The bat moves with the baseball. And the 6-4-3 double play is complete to sit down the side. Giancarlo bounces into the second double play of the evening with him at the plate.
I think he wants to use it.
It's his bread and butter. And the pitch is past him. A diving stop by Kinsler away from Brandon Crawford with the throw. Everybody's safe. Carlos Santana to first.
He has to be smart.
Nelson Cruz sends a drive to left field. If it's fair, it's gone. And it is.
The announcer sounds like he works like at a college baseball team.
Yeah. It takes away from the hype.
Yeah.
And it is. That's it.
The comeback is on.
It took him 2 minutes to think about that. Mass silent.
The comeback is on.
Down and in. Nelly Cruz keeps it fair.
Said, this matters more.
You could have stayed.
Son, that's arguably, other than winning it, that was probably the greatest,
the greatest one ever.
Game that they had.
Segura. I mean, Marte goes back to back.
And that's gone.
I know mad people were not happy about this.
Oh, yeah.
Marte going opposite field.
Man, how could you hate the World Baseball Classic watching games like this? I don't
Like I
understand.
said, people said that there was no place for it.
This was an all-time great game.
End of the scoreboard. And Castillo is down on strikes with the tag.
Willing to do anything to help any club.
1-2 offering. Reyes chasing high heat.
Ya Reyes estaba dado.
A 4-run frame from the Dominicans.
Oh, this guy.
Luke Croy with a chip into right. Nelson Cruz.
No, when he came in to close the game, yo estaba sudado, loco.
And the home team has a 2-run advantage with Brandon Crawford hitting the ball on the nose, but it's Jose Reyes. 5 for the DR. And the crowd in their favor. 2-2. Dominicana, comeback complete.
There we go.
Dominicana.
Dominicana.
That crowd.
Dominicana.
All right.
Makes you feel proud, man. Makes you feel
I'm
proud.
just gonna be thinking about Plátanos as I head off to go to sleep. It's 2:30. We've been here for 2.5 hours. If you are not satisfied, I don't know what to tell you guys.
Listen, I would have expected Pete to sign by now, but
yeah, no, I'm disappointed.
Also be a
F you,
bump.
Pete. It's Friday.
Shout out to the 239 that's in here watching, man. Appreciate you guys staying in for the ride.
Thank you for sticking with me through this dark phase that I'm going through right now. No lights.
Physically, emotionally, and physically.
Yeah, no,
Right?
everything is black right now because I'm about to knock out. I want to give a shout out to myself for sticking through all this. I'm number one.
Oh man,
yeah. But shout out to you guys, man. Appreciate you guys. Like I said before, man, the more support that you guys show, the more love and constant constant views and stuff like that, the more the channel will grow and the more content it will grow.
Tell your friends, tell your baby mothers to watch too, and to become Met fans so we could grow the fan base and have more kids. Also tell Pete, if you see Pete walking in the street, just tell him son, 3 years is good. Just sign the deal, Pete. Just sign the deal.
Send it to your closest. Send it to your closest friends. Send it to your aunt, your uncle, your babysitter, your inmates.
Yeah, I'm
inmates in jail.
apparently 80. I'm 80 years old, so grandparents can watch this.
I mean, I never put that out there, but if AP wants to make that way, he does that. He can do that. I never, listen, I kind of warned AP about these videos kind of being a little bit nostalgic, just because.
Oh my God!
And
no, I was there for 19. I was there for the 1969 championship too. Like I was there. Oh, man, my bad hip and all. Like we're still here.
He ran on the field and he said, "We got one.
We did it, boys. We did it.
You gotta believe."
You gotta believe I'm going to bed. All right. Peace out. Peace out.
Peace out, fellas. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you guys on another video. Peace out, man. Oh, man.